You're now tuned into STWF-TV, The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
To take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now you got to get this in from third to
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
oh my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
In the air along the line in right. Long way to go for Jake. Fouled ground, and he's got it. And he's up and over.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
You heard? We out here tonight, Parlay Perspective on a Wednesday. Ended with some hump if you can. But we ain't talking sports, fellas, man. Metal War in the building. We got the villain over here dressed in all black like the Omen. We got Willie, Chili Willie over here dressed in it too. But we got the MLB emblem that's not black. Suicide all black with the baby blue. I see that. You know what I'm saying? It's hat.
That's Texas. Texas, baby.
How about you?
Mine. Yeah, that's the Father's Day joint.
Okay. You got Coach Lee in the building. What's going on with you, man?
Is this dude Jake still in makeup?
This up. They can still in makeup, man.
Hold on. No, wait. It's a build-up, Will. It's a build-up.
Because you building up. It's your face. What a letdown.
Hold up. I know. Hold up. I got you. You're gonna enjoy this, all right? You ready? You're gonna enjoy this. You ready? Batting fourth, center fielder, the villain. What's up, everybody?
Man, what's going on? How's everybody's day been?
It's better now.
Or it was a villain.
What's going on, Bobby? What's going on to you, man? Hey, be like Bobby, everybody. Not only hit that like, share, subscribe button, but always support. You know what I'm saying? We are all social media platforms. We are on Kraken Live now. I actually put the link in the Snapchat. I don't really like Snapchat. I gotta find out a way to actually get the link to work so that people on Snapchat can kind of go in from there. I gotta figure that out. There's a way to do it. But I'm gonna figure it out in the next week. So.
We also haven't been on Instagram in 6 months.
Yeah, I've been on Instagram, and we're gonna load up that Instagram stuff.
Really?
Y'all don't notice that when you make the link? When you make the link and you click on the Instagram one, it don't work.
Instagram to me, honestly, I don't really like. I mean,
what up, Wizzo?
We should be able to post stuff in terms of the page group, but I don't like the live setting. I don't like none of that extra stuff on Instagram. Instagram's probably my least favorite app.
I guess that's on me. I thought everyone would notice that who makes links, but I guess I should have told someone.
No, I said no. That's one of the ones that when we try to do it, it don't go to it. So I said now. So it's Facebook, YouTube, the biggest one.
Yep.
Twitch and X.
So yeah, man. Man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Ride along, come through, man. Shout out to Wizzo as well. Wizzo had a great show tonight, man. Shout out to you, man. Always doing your thing, man. Wizzo Talk. If you don't know, now you know. Give him a like, share, and follow as well, as he's heavily, in the brand, man. So shout out to my man doing his thing. So, fellas, man, it's Wednesday. We tapped, we chopped it up on Monday, and we chopped it up last night. But Monday was more of a football style with the play call sheet and yesterday's chop up. Tonight, sports, a plethora of it. You know what I'm saying? We'll try our best to get as many sports topics as we can get in tonight. Let's get into the first one here that I have. We know this time to get ready for this. But when people put out lists, man, you always got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And dissect it a little bit. So we have here CBS's top 100 NBA list here. Of course, every year a list brings names, rather up and down new names. Okay, we're not going to give it to you. My girl told me. Okay, we won't give it to you. Okay,
Coach, that's a sexy thumbnail, my guy. I see you. I like that one. I don't know. That should look spiffy. The green and the black.
Oh yeah, it does. And I actually had to pick the logo, and that's what I'm trying to do more as well, man. You know, get our shows up there. I like the art that we've been using. You know what I'm saying, for the last like 5 months, man. It's good. It's good. Shout out to the people that make these lovely thumbnails and arts and all that stuff.
I finally figured out. Like Chappelle said, they never should have gave you money.
They never gave you money at all.
We on and popping.
So this list here this year, man, obviously, as every list does, you got some newcomers. Possibly you got some guys that may go up, guys that may go down. So for the spirit tonight, we know it's 100. We'll be crazy to go over 100, which we can, but we're going to go through this list to dissect it as the next couple weeks go. But, of course, we have to start you guys with the cream of the crop, man, because it wouldn't be right. Right? We'll go 15.
15, I was going to say, yeah. Right by mine. There you go.
15 for the sake of the hell of it, man. So we're going to ride down this list real quick. We'll dissect a few names. Of course, these few names will be, heavily debated. We're going to start with 15. He was 24 last year. Jaylen Brown entering the top 15 NBA players, NBA champion now to add to his resume now. You can't no longer deny this man, of top 15 spot possibly, not only playing with the champions, but he's proven Drew the Fire.
Finals MVP.
Turn up. Finals MVP as well. So Jaylen Brown, number 15 on the list. Again, last year he was in the 24. May have been some arguing with it, but this year ain't going to be no arguing. Probably 15. What? He deserves to be in that plethora, man, the way he goes out there, performs, and plays. Shout out to Jaylen.
Yeah, Jaylen well deserved, man.
And he won't be the last Celtic on the list. That's the crarazy thing about
it. No, he won't.
No, he won't. Number 14, number 8 last year, sliding down. Devin Booker, of the Phoenix Suns. Definitely one of the most underrated players in the league. He showed us this summer that he could play a little bit of defense. So hopefully that comes into the NBA game this year. But definitely efficiency, rings with this man. Mid-range crazy. If you need 40, he may give it to you on certain nights. He's still a great player. Deals with some injuries from time to time. But when you look at the two guard position, man, he's still on the top of that.
Yeah, I feel a little different about his underrated status. I think he's actually overrated, but the kid is nasty. The kid's a bucket. You don't get 70 by accident.
Fair.
Definitely not. Number 13. He was 22 last year. And the wave keeps coming at everyone coming his way, man. He's coming. And he proved it a lot last year. Hopefully this year he can do a lot more. Jalen Brunson in the New York Knicks became the 4th player in NBA history since Michael Jordan in '93 to score 40 points and more in 4 consecutive playoff games. Had the Knicks really thinking they can make a conference finals, trying to bring them prime back in New York City, which he is doing, with the supporting cast behind him. Mikal Bridges signing in the offseason. He's going to make this team, hopefully make that next leap. We'll see. But when you look at New York basketball this year, it's going to be more of a hype because of what the Knicks did last year. Though it wasn't a lot, but for their sake and what they've been through in the last 40-plus years, they did a lot last year for their sake. Right now,
he was at 16, though? Woo! 16, by the way. 16, right outside of them.
Well, we get to 16.
That's
so
crazy.
Before we get to 16 real quick, that's fair. To have him
he had to drop. He had to drop. He didn't play a whole year.
He's on a mission this year. So Jalen Brunson, I see you so far on the list. Watch out, because this man coming to take his spot back.
Yeah,
for sure.
What I will ask, I got a quick question. Despite me just saying that Devin is overrated, do you think Jalen Brunson's a better overall player than Devin Booker? That's like that hit. I mean, I don't think he is, but I think right now you have to give him the nod because of what he's doing with New York. But like,
yeah. You give him the nod.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You give him the nod, I feel, because the years played in the league. Like where Booker is now, like what you're saying, Will, maybe a little overrated. We've seen him years in and year out, and then when he got the team to go win one or compete, you've seen that. So kind of that's where the overrated kind of leans. With Jalen Brunson right now, he's getting into his shine right
Brunson
now.
on fire, man.
He don't really got to win championships right now. He don't got to do that. He's getting his team better, and I hope they continue to get the team better. But at some point, you might hear this maybe in the next 5 years, maybe he's overrated. But right now, he's at the peak. He's peaking, and he's still going.
Who, Brunson?
Yeah, so I'm taking Brunson right now. Brunson's definitely.
I take Brunson on my team any day. The kid's
he's
all hard
right now. Absolutely. For what you want.
I also love that he took a pay cut to play with his guys. To play with his guys. I thought that was dope. I think they got a nice little team there this year. I think people are overlooking them, but I think they're
Villanova Knicks, man.
I'm fine with him being where he's at because not only is he a great scorer, he's a great facilitator too on the court.
Yeah.
He makes stuff happen along with the scoring. So that's where I'd put it above Devin Booker when Devin Booker is predominantly mostly scoring.
But Booker's had to play point guard so much in his life, especially in the NBA, that he actually is a great distributor himself as well. But yeah, this is a close one. I like that. I didn't mean to make it that long, but yeah.
No. That's understandable. We have it right here because, like you said, Booker actually is playing a lot of the times the point guard position.
Right.
You have Bradley Beal, who's supposed to help you a little bit off that, but
who didn't help him at all doing that. I don't know how that happened.
He didn't do anything.
I thought
they ended up staying the same. Booker played the one, and they moved Beal over to two when he was supposed to take up most of the point guard stuff, and they never switched the option.
But now y'all got an actual real ass point guard, so you're good. Tyus Jones. No, is it Tyus? No, not Tyus. Tyus. You got Tyus.
He'll be good loaded off the bench, throw Booker some off time, at his natural position where
I think they're gonna start him.
Tyus Jones.
I think they should. He's such a facilitator. Just get about you put him out there with all them scorers. That's great for y'all.
And have Beal be the sixth man coming off.
Bring Beal's bitch ass off the bench since you don't want to fucking play any defense or distribute the ball. So then, all right, come off the bench, be a scorer.
Because that was my problem the entire time thinking when I was looking at our team was the fact that I felt like we never, for the last 2 years, never had any real depth. So if one of our stars go out, we have no one to even go in and do half of what they did. So if you go and you get depth so the stars can get the rest, not play the entire game and get injured, then, you're helping out the team more than anything. So if you have a player like Beal doing the Russell Westbrook spot, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, for sure.
Who we got next on the list? This one right here, the biggest jump in this whole thing right here. He goes from 58 to 12. And I don't think any of us is going to disagree on this here. Victor Wembanyama at number 12, man, coming in the league last year after the All-Star break. This man averaged 24, 12, and 6.
So to be fair, To be fair, he was only started at 58. Think about that. He got to be in the top 60 without playing a single. We talked about this without playing a single minute of basketball in the NBA. So they knew he was nice, but they couldn't give him too much because we all would have lost our minds. Now they were like completely justified. The man's a problem. He can do everything. There's nothing he can't do. It's scary.
Listen
he
here,
did on the offense and the defense. You put him anywhere.
The way his numbers were last year, that's like peak Kareem in year one. Peak Kareem in year one.
It pretty much.
It's going to be scary for the league, guys. And like I said, we all here. We don't disagree with the number. We don't disagree with the jump. We don't disagree with anything because this guy is a freak of nature, and we hope that it only excels and goes up. And
4.5 blocks as a rookie is insane. 4.5 blocks a game. That's nuts.
Kind of hard not to get blocks when you're 7'6".
Tell that to all the other 7'6" and 7'7" guys who are not in the league because they could not move.
Listen here.
They have no vertical.
Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, everybody's gonna go to the gain some weight," but honestly, you don't need to gain a lot. You need to gain a little bit of muscle, but this 5 to 10 pound of muscle. If he gets that, it's over. It's been over, but it's gonna be over.
Yeah, he got to be careful. I think he should go the KD route and not pack too much on, like you said, 10, 15 muscle, and stay the fuck out of the post because that's how you get hurt. Don't get in there. No need. You can kill them from 40 feet. There's no need to be in there inside.
Yeah. I'm still excited for more Victor versus Chet this year. I'm going to say that because the couple times that we got it last year was super entertaining.
Yeah. Chet want the smoke, but he gonna lose that battle every time.
Yeah, man. Number 11 on
the list.
We have another center, Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. Went up a bit. From 13 to 11, and I'm gonna be real with you. Great overall comeback season, if you want to call it, man. The games played were at a all-time high. Compared to other years where you're just missing games, you're fragile. Though there was a few games last year where you thought Mr. Glass would be Mr. Glass. He ended up coming back and playing those games and competing. He's still a pivotal point, not only for the Lakers team, but when you rank the centers in the NBA, of course we just talked about Victor. He's coming. I mean, he's going to be the guy that over jump Davis. Davis is still got that top 5 production stat, all that stuff. So shout out to AD, man. Still be on.
I think he got his bump because his availability was way more up than last year.
Yeah, that alarm was our first red flag alarm. This guy does not belong this high.
Ooh, he doesn't. I hear it, and I'm not trying to disagree with you, but I would like to.
No. I know. I love it. I wish he played more. He played a lot more this year than he normally does, but I just. Like, how did the team finish? I don't know. I don't have him above. I don't have him above Wemby. I don't know. Like, we'll see the rest of the list, but I think there's going to be guys that are behind him, even as far back as like in the 20s, that I think should be higher. That Ant is nasty, but he doesn't play enough.
Feed out, man. Hey, who's number 10? He's not in the 10. So I would.
That's fair. It's fair
that they did that. Because number 10 is a guy that's going to keep going down, we believe. Yeah. And this man right here, man, not taking no prisoners last year. He was at 22 last year. Now he's at 10. And that is Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Career highs across the board last year. Made his first All-NBA appearance and led the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals, which they did lose to Dallas. But overall, great season, holding the helm down as the number 1 man. Gold as well in the Olympics.
Brutal.
So, fellas, man, the ascending jump for Anthony Edwards definitely worth it, man.
I don't know. You guys tell me.
What are you looking forward to, and what's the next step in his game to improve on?
Pulling out. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Cardio.
And then he had a few of those last year. And this is probably from a few years ago. That wasn't even last year. That was, I think, the season before.
You remember the rookie one in the bubble? That was probably the craziest one on the baseline. The man almost died after, like he flew. Yeah, that's crazy. This man's crazy.
Definitely. He hits that jump shot consistently.
It's over.
It's over. It's over for him.
Y'all already really don't. Honestly, he just ran out of gas this year.
Yeah, he ran out of gas.
At the end of the year, you could see he was like, "Yeah, I've done too much." And when you're an explosive player and then you run down like that, yeah, you're gonna fall off. But he get his cardio up a little more conditioning. They get the right team. I think they got I love the pick of Dillingham. I love that they got a true scorer coming off the bench now. Yeah, look for him to be playing deep into every season from here on out, as long as they're healthy.
Yeah, it was uncharted territory for him.
Yeah.
Definitely and improve that team. They got good guys defensively. They're building some offensive some offensive guys in there. We had seen a few last year. They're gonna come up, and as they come up, Anthony Edwards will be leading them. So that will determine how far he goes on this list, more than likely. But just his talent, raw alone, will year by year, he'll be around that top 5 to 10.
And everybody should be extremely scared of the fact that he just spent the whole summer with the best players on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the best coaches. So
and he beat his last year.
Everybody who goes to the Olympic team, when they come home a lot better. Especially from their first time out there.
Oh, man. This man right here on the low was kind of one of those top guys for the Olympians. You know, they thought maybe his summer was done because of injury, but Kevin Durant still remains a top 10 NBA players at number 9, dropping though, you know, from 5. But we all know, you know, comes with age, injuries, things of that nature. You can't take away his skill. He's got one of the best skill sets still in the league. One of the best in-game live players I've ever seen in my life. And I'm saying that, and I'm a Kobe fan. I've seen Kobe play twice. This man right here, just from everything you've seen, I mean, Wemby, we're going to have to see him now. But this was Wemby before me. And, I mean, he's still efficient. I just feel like
41% from 3. He 27, 6, and 5, and 41% from 3. That is any of the greatest players of all time, one of their best seasons. Any of them. That's an amazing season.
And he kind of like, and you see him now making the effort to play more defensively, you know, do a little bit more than he has.
This right here.
But he's always been an unselfish guy.
This right here is important and crazy. He played 75 games last year.
Yeah.
That's outrageous. He's old.
And you see the numbers in training now from the, it's kind of like the him and AD was chilling with each other this summer because they told themselves, we're going to play more games than we played in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where it goes. But Kevin Durant, second summer.
And if I remember correctly, the games that he missed were more towards the beginning of the season anyway.
Yeah, didn't he have like a couple weeks? Didn't he have like a injury for like a week? I think he went through I forgot what it was.
It was like something small. He was good. He came back. 75 games is basically all the games. And he's still playing at crazy high level. He's still one of the best scorers in the league, one of the best scorers of all time. The man KD just, I don't know. It's crazy that he's playing at this level at this age, though.
Crazy as hell.
He's different.
Oh, by the way, I got a question, fellas. Is the Achilles done? Like, is it no longer the career ender? Because, like, we're seeing guys come back now. We saw Kobe do it first, but he was just superhuman. We don't even count that one. But now we've seen Kevin come back with no real issues. Kirk Cousins had a great game. Aaron Rodgers struggling, but it ain't because of the Achilles.
I think so. I think that we'll say based on the players, I guess the way you recover. And these top guys, when they got hurt, they're like, yo, there's a lot of medicine and stuff in this world now. We're gonna definitely recover fast. We're definitely gonna beat the race. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't really have to beat the race, but guys are eager enough to try to shorten that span of sitting out and going out there well and not getting hurt again. That's the major part. So yeah, I think from a standpoint is you can heal faster, and it's much more likely that you will be somewhat still effective. Probably not the same player, but have some effectiveness that you'll be able to go out there and do some things that you know you're still able to do, man. But this man right here, 7 feet tall, where you think that the Achilles would hurt him more because he's long. And those steps that he's taking are very fierce steps. So shout out to KD, man, because that's an injury that, you know.
Yeah, Will, honestly, I don't think it's a career ender because we're so far advanced in medical technology nowadays where people are coming back within a year sometimes of a knee injury now. It's crazy.
It used to be the ender. The Achilles and the ACL were enders, career enders.
Yep.
So it's great.
Like I said, because of sports. Yeah, because of sports medicine and everything, the way that it's gone, regular hospitals and everything. I mean,
a lot more specialists too.
It's incredible. Yeah,
there's a lot more specialists, guys who just only work on. Like there's a guy who only does Tommy Johns. That's all he does. He don't do shit else. Just Tommy John surgeries. That's all he does. And the one time he stepped out was to actually do kind of the same type of surgery from Tommy John in a knee, and he nailed it. But yeah, there's a lot more specialists now. It's crazy. Who we got next?
We don't need a specialist for this guy. We just need to hope that this guy retires real soon, man. He's number 8, and I'm gonna be real with you. He shouldn't even be at number 8. He should be higher. And that's Mars. And this is LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. He was 12 last year. He actually went up to number 8. Oldest
There's
player.
no way. I don't understand how he's not still a top 5 player. That's absurd.
Me too, as well. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But he's still there, and it does wonders for this man. He's coming into another year, and it's tough to even dictate what he's gonna do or project anything because you want nothing but great from this man because he's been doing it. You know, I don't want LeBron to get hurt in his career that way. I want him to be able to in his career when he wants to. And I don't think that he's pressing any extra buttons by continuing to play basketball. Keep playing until you can't no more, young brother. Actually, big brother, because you older than me. So, hey, this man right here, he's still doing the thing, man. Rather it's for him to try to beat the ghost or for his personal pleasure. He's still loving the game and he's still enjoying it and still going out there giving one.
Yeah, and he's still playing an extremely high level. I mean, if you really think about it, the only thing that's regressed with his age is his hairline. So, I mean, if he's still playing at a high level, he's fine.
Right. Like all that extra stuff, like the missed game, the chill and the lower management and all that extra stuff, he did a lot less of it last year. But if he does do it, it's LeBron, and we know kind of he takes care of his body in the ways he wants to take care of his body, and nobody's going to say nothing.
Steroids.
Oh, that will be in about 10 years the vocal point of LeBron James' career right there.
In here.
When a bunch of medical doctors get and they blame LeBron's guy. That's what's going to happen. Number 7, NBA champion didn't move, which we can talk about, but he didn't move. Jayson Tatum with the Boston Celtics, man. He finally did what he wanted to do last year. He's holding the trophy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's not hungover when the season starts. But this man, a lot of scrutiny. I think the most scrutinized player in the NBA today.
Yeah, definitely the most hated on, which is funny. It's weird. I think it's because it's light skin. I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. That plays a part of it. Some of it's self-inflicted too. He's a little corny.
He's a little goofy at times. He's
a
little.
He enjoys getting enough for the game.
Somebody said they remind him of They remind him of this. He reminds me of the Tim Duncan.
He does have that.
He has those tendencies.
He's a little more expressive than Timmy. Timmy, I don't even think I've never seen him really smile or get mad or nothing. Like they always it's funny, they always show that one play from Timmy where he dunked it and then he goes nuts, and like they had to show that one because that's the only time they've seen it. But a little more. Yeah, they are very similar, kind of stoic, kind of just quiet.
He kind of hits that Steph. Well, we all knew that Steph Curry was one of the best players and coming up and ascending. He won his first championship. He won the second one. But then you always have to find something with a star, even when he's doing the best thing he can. So the thing that they jumped on Steph Curry was, can he win one by himself? Can he win one when he's the vocal point, get the finals MVP and do all this? Jayson Tatum didn't get that. So now coming to this season, they're going to ask these questions. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not given because at the end of the day, he won the championship and he was one of the vocal.
That's what I was gonna say. I said they can keep asking, but they're gonna be asking the champion that question now. So that's fine. They can keep asking.
And I'm gonna be real.
You know what? Will.
We say too.
He will. I think by the end of his career, he will win one where he will be a Finals MVP. MVP. He's gonna get that, and I think that's gonna be the next step. I think he's gonna be.
If we get. I'm looking to go back to back. If we get back to, he'll get it this time. There's no way he won't. He won't stop until he gets it. We'll lose if him trying to get it. But go ahead. What'd you say, Jake?
Yeah, I just think it's in Took too, because Took's the one that brought it up about can he win one by himself and whatever. Are you talking about a Finals MVP? Or are you talking about a championship alone?
Yeah. You know what I mean by himself? Just him, just
just him being the number one guy throughout. Yeah.
I'm murdering shit.
I feel like at the same time, though, that's such a weird question to ask, because if you want a championship, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why are you going to try to change it? Why are you going to ask a dumb question like that? He don't give a shit. He just wants to win championships, and that's what he's going to do.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he might give a shit. I mean, some players do give a shit. You can't really call if he does or not. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. And I wouldn't say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, we won. but like there were some struggles that we didn't necessarily
had the best record in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm not denying any of that. What I'm saying is that there was times where the play could have been better from a couple players on the team, not just him. But yeah, I think he's going to take more of a dominant role in the next finals if we get back.
Oh, yeah, man. Definitely. Jayson Tatum, man. Hopefully you get back there, man. That's a fabulous place to be, man, on top of the world when you're a champion, man. Number 6, this man's a champion. Go ahead. One second.
Jake, the reason why it matters, though, is because we won't always have a team this good. And when we don't have a team this good, he's going to need to be that guy. It's not going to be, we can just keep the same formula, let Jalen run, like, dominate in the finals, and I'll just, like, distribute and be an all-around player. That works because, yeah, Jalen can go off, but you also had 2 or 3 other guys who were nasty and contributing that aren't all going to be here in 2 years. Exactly. So he will need to have to, like, figure that out.
Chris, you ain't missing nothing, man. You on the show, man, and we're happy that you're here to support tonight, man. Just keep rocking with us. We're hitting number 6 here. We went through 15 through 7. And now we're at number 6. This is again according to CBS. And number 6, Stephen Curry. Last year was number 3, went to number 6. Still offensively can do what the hell he wants to do. Getting old at 36. Now he has a team kind of where he's gonna have to push the stroller a little bit more than he usually has been doing. You know what I'm saying? So this man right here,
I got a problem with this one.
At his position of all time.
Too high, too low.
I just don't think you can put him over Tatum because, first of all, look, he's easily a better scorer and probably a better passer as well. But right now, like, he's not carrying his team to anything. He's doing the best he can. I think they'll be better next year than they were this year. But you also got to realize, like, Tatum is elite on both ends of the court. He plays defense, one of the best defenders in the league. I just don't know, like, everything else on this list has seemed to be about right now. And right now, Tatum's a champion, one of the top 2 players on that championship team, and Curry was watching the finals.
I think honestly, the reason why Tatum is not in front of Curry is because what we spoke on. That finals MVP and conference finals MVP, and he got the finals MVP last year, there'd be no telling top 5. Because we got somebody at 5.
But here's the thing. Yeah. I respect that, but here's the thing. You know who else didn't win the finals MVP last year? Steph Curry. He didn't even play in the finals. So, like, to have him ahead of him, to have him ahead of him right now means you're basing that on legacy, not what just happened.
I think though Jayson Tatum's a dog and he did some dog shit, this dude Steph Curry last year basically was by himself last year. Basically, that was the first year last year Steph Curry by himself, and he was giving the opposition that twerk. You know what I'm saying? And I think Pat stand by alone. And you know how they do with the individual. You know how they do with the individuals compared to teams. They're gonna always give the individual that has his own team a little bit more leverage. He's not on a team that absolutely sucks. Like, he's not on the Wizards. Now, he was like on a bottom tier team putting in this work. I agree with you, Will. Jayson Tatum should be ahead of him. But because of that stature, they're gonna keep that. They're gonna say Jaylen Brown's the best player on the team. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep saying that. So as long as they keep saying that, Jayson Tatum's going to be in that 7. He didn't even move. That's the crazy thing. He didn't even move. He stayed at 7. He should be 6 or 5. You're right. But I think the media, with them giving this thing, the media is still on his ass about that. And it's not fair. But
there's plenty of ways you could justify this. Trust me. I'm not saying that this is crazy. What I'm saying is just based on how they've been doing the list, the whole list has seemed about right now, not about legacy, like right now. And right now, he's a champion, and he's the best player on that team. And, like, he plays on both ends of the court at an elite level. Like, he's a better player right now overall than Curry. But I understand, like, Curry, this was a legacy move right here, and none of the rest of the list is legacy. It doesn't seem like. But we'll see moving forward, because I think there's another name that's going to annoy me as well.
We see, you know why though? Because it's not, there's no shade at Curry. There's no shade at Curry. We're going to start to see, I mean, he's going to be an excellent 3-point shooter still and all that. We're going to start seeing a little decline. Not in the full decline, but they're going to see it. And it's more legacy, like you said, because he's done a lot already. He's done a lot
decline. his decline is still going to be 22 points a game, like 5 assists and fucking 42% from three. Like that's what his decline is going to be. We all could be so lucky to have a decline like that. Okay, the next one's going to piss me off. So let's.
Next one's going to piss you off. That's what I said. This Jayson Tatum got 2 people he could be over.
Yeah,
is it shy?
This one is way worse.
Joel Embiid at number 5.
Yeah, way worse.
Arguably the most dominant individual scorer in the league.
Nope.
Do you have him in the top 10 though?
No.
Now going along, Nick Nurse, this man.
I said, did you have him in the top 10 though?
10,
yeah,
yes.
top 10 for real. He's a top
5, 5, no, and for damn sure not ahead of Curry or Tatum. For damn sure. How many times we gonna see him go home crying before we actually, come to our senses and stop doing this shit?
I just feel like
at the end of every season.
We got Jokic, who is a slow big man. But the difference between him and Jokic is that he's this slow and be slow all the time. Like you have to stop your offensive rotations, your offensive flow, and when you put the ball inside to him to do all that. Where Jokic, it's like Jokic is slow, but if you're running sets, Jokic looks fast as shit because of the way he's moving the basketball.
With fans, viewers, what Toot just did is hit you with some real inside basketball. That's a man who's been playing basketball for a long time. Because what he just said is that this dude, Joker, is actually a slower human being than Embiid. But the way he plays basketball, the ball's moving, everyone's moving, and nothing ever stops in a way that bogs the offense down. Embiid is the polar opposite. Every time he touches the ball, the offense comes to a halt. No one does anything, and nothing else is going to happen once the ball is in his hands. He might hit somebody in the corner, but there's a 9 out of 10 chance he's just going to back you down, make a post. He's probably going to score. But what he's not going to do is keep everybody involved in a way that when late in games, where we know this, big men late in games aren't it. That's why you got to always have a guard that can get you a bucket. Because big men, I don't know a single big man that you could be like, yo, give him the ball. End of the game every time, or you could trust it. Maybe Malone, but even that, he needed Stockton to get him the rock.
Right.
So Embiid needs to figure that out. He needs to, at the end of games, here, Maxey, take over the game. This is you. I'll be either here rebounding or in the corner hitting a 3. But he doesn't do it. They feed him the rock. They play 1992 basketball, and they lose every time.
Every time.
And to flip what you're saying, Will, about needing a guard to get him the ball, that's what separates him from Jokic because Jokic has crazy passing abilities. He can toss it out to the ball.
He is the guard.
Jokic is the guard that gets him the ball. He gets everyone the ball. He's unfucking believable.
His passing ability is unreal. I don't think I've ever seen a big man be able to pass the way he does like that. It's insane. He does the freaking behind the back like that. It's unreal.
Only thing close, Arvydas Sabonis.
Yep.
Divac could pass his ass off as well.
Yep.
And Shaq was the most underrated big man passer because he's just so big. They didn't look good, but like they were dimes. They were dimes. People just didn't believe because it was like at the end of it was Kobe doing some crazy shit. But no, these were great passes that he was making. Yeah. So, but yeah, I would put all of those guys I just named in the tier, and then 2 tiers above that is Joker. He's unbelievable. He's a point guard. Just 6'11" and slow as shit.
You call him a center guard.
Yeah, he's whatever. You can make up whatever you want for him.
Yes, sir, man. We're going into that number 4 energy over here. We got the last
4
players at the top. We got number 4 here. He was an 11 last year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last year's MVP runner-up. People say he should have won the MVP last year. 26-year-old led in drives for the 4th straight season. Improved spacing around him. His game fucking insane last year. This man put on OKC with OKC the number 1 seed.
Yes,
they were the number 1 seed in the whole Western Conference, mind you.
For most of the year, I think too.
Still got about 40 picks, and still can swivel the league. And within the next few years, to be one of the best teams in the league. I'm going to say right now on wax. This is one of my top teams in the Western Conference. I think this team can make the finals this year. I think.
Hey, bud, you're like 2 years late on this, though.
This
team has been building towards this moment.
I think there's a lot more teams that kind of got more dog in them But I think
Also,
this quiet team, the way nobody talks about OKC. I think
they got some. They do got some dogs now, though. First of all, Lou Dortz, he's always been a dog. That dude's. Everybody wants that guy on their team, and nobody wants to play against him. He's one of those guys. Defense, hits a three, and he just plays so physical that it hurts to defend him. That's great for them. But they also went out now and got your man Caruso.
Yes.
Yep.
Which I cannot explain. I've stressed this to people, and they think I'm nuts, but that is one of the biggest pickups in the offseason for that team. It's unbelievable.
And they got hairstyle from New York, who kind of, to me, plays like a Steven Adams, and that offensive system over there in OKC.
Yeah.
They don't really run a lot of different shit. You know, we've seen the likes of KD, Westbrook, and Harden go there and be able to eat. So they gonna make sure the big men go there and eat too, even if they're not solid. I think
The best thing about Hartenstein is that he moves. What's it? The rookie? We just talked about him. The rookie, the young boy at center. Chet. He moves Chet over to where he belongs at power forward.
That's the four.
Because he is paper thin. Right. But at the center, he was getting bullied by a lot of people. But at power forward, he's the fastest power forward. Got handle, can shoot. He's gonna be this team's gonna be disgusting, man.
I think defensively, they are gonna be crazy defensively. I can't wait to see this team, man.
They went out and got another guard in the draft too, I think.
Let's see what they got in the draft.
It's outrageous what they got over there. Team stacked. Oh, I got so caught up in this team being great.
Picks to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have a whole nother drafted team that'll be great. All right. So here's my problem though. Is he better than Tatum?
Who?
Him.
And it's the thing though. And no. Shea. Embiid.
It's going to be the same argument, the own team argument, right?
It's just the own team aspect of that shit. I just think no bullshit, and it sucks. And it sucks because Tatum should be there.
But my thing is that it is Tatum's team, though.
That's the thing. And I wish people were around and really focusing on the game 20 years ago. Plus, when Shaq and them was winning championships, people don't really look at the context of what Kobe was doing. Though Shaq is 7'2", completely different argument.
People call Kobe Robin on that team, and then you go look at his stats, and it's 28 fucking points a game. I don't know a goddamn Robin ever to score 28 points a game. There was no Robin. They just had two Batman out there.
I think this is a kind of a reach in a sense, but then I look at it. In the MVP voting last year, he was the runner-up. So technically, if they're gonna give you that in the space here, and I think
for the year, yeah.
I think they're gonna give you that ranking for that reason. I don't think he's a top 5 player yet, but he's legit, and I can't wait to see what the world is gonna see for the years to come, man. This man is outstanding, man. I wonder what happens with the team. And he's about to load up on some cash. I think either this season coming up or next year. So if he has
they better give him stock in the team because they can't lose him.
Hell yeah, can't do that, man.
All right, next.
We go from
about to be real happy
to number three, made his first NBA Finals last year. 6th year in the league.
Boo!
Been everything to Dallas, and that's Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks, man. Ran out of gas too last NBA season. I mean, it's a lot to hold of a guy with his stature and what he does on the basketball court. I seen a lot of improvements from him last year, but then there's some stuff that stayed the same, aka calling and crying about every call. But other than that, this man's game is he's one of the best in the league. It's the list says it and all that.
His game, he's basically LeBron, but not athletic. That's basically what he is. He's LeBron, but not athletic, and I think his shot is better earlier, but LeBron ended up with one of the better jump shots, so he's good. But yeah, man, this kid's a fucking problem. He can do everything, but he needs to stop doing certain things like crying, yes. Although very much on brand with LeBron, and then he needs to Yeah,
he's worse than LeBron. At least LeBron to go down and try to play some defense.
Right.
Did you just call him Fat LeBron?
Basically. But even LeBron could put on 30, 40
I appreciate
pounds,
all of you. I appreciate you guys not call. I appreciate you all not saying Devin Booker's daddy, but this is where I would
already understood.
Jason.
That is Papa. That is Papa Luka. Papa Doncic.
This is where I would input Jayson Tatum. I'd put Tatum at 3 and then bump everybody else up.
Okay, so would you have Luka at 4 or 2?
Yes, 4.
That's not an answer. 4.
Actually, no. Dang, see, it's tough because I don't even want to put Giannis. It's tough.
You gotta realize too, man. Like you got to hold it down. You see a guy in Kyrie go to the Mavericks, and you know Kyrie the first couple of games, his stint was like, and Luka was letting him do what he do. But nothing changed with Luka. When I want my keys back, I want my keys back, and I'm going to show you why I want my keys back. And that's why another way, Jayson Tatum this year is going to shut the whole world down because I hope he comes out the way he's supposed to. He didn't get no run with the Olympic team. That's only going to give him the hunger and drive to say, shut the fuck up, motherfuckers. I'm going to be in the 1, 2, or 3 of the MVP ladder every week. Because guys like Luka, no disrespect to Luka, are ahead of me. The international guys are all ahead of me. And we need, and I'm not a racist at all, but the American
We need an American.
Because the international guys are coming, taking spots, roster spots.
It ain't racist. If we sent America to the Premier League and he was dominating, people would be pissed. So, like, yeah, it's the same thing here. We're done with our NBA game not being dominated by our players. Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. Hey, they're all our players now because they're in our league.
Nasty. I love their players.
I love where the league is, but we also definitely want, our American players to be tops in the league. That's what we expect. And it's taken a dip because the league has been catered more to the Euro game, and we have to adjust. It's that time.
Absolutely, man. Hey,
Luka got that dog.
Coach, your man Luka, number 3 on the list.
But he also has like a 5-year-old girl inside of him too.
Yeah, but the one thing I do like about it, I hope y'all viewers don't get me wrong with this. Me growing up a Maverick fan, was one of the first teams that went European before anybody. Looking at the roster now, it's a lot more complexion on there. Hopefully, with that in there, I'm long overdue. But hopefully, with that influence, they can get him out of that.
Y'all was like a white guy factory for years.
Every year, man. It's like, we got a top 10 draft pick. Who do we get from here? The Uwe Blob and Bill Winnington were 2 first-round draft picks.
And you know what's funny? I don't even view like Mark Cuban's not racist. Or he's like the least. He's like one of the most progressive owners I think out there.
Yes.
But he also is all about market. He just loves Euro players because he gets a market somewhere else.
He gravitated and got brought into it by the Nelsons. They were the ones who were the the front runners for that. And shout out to Lil Whistle. He did find Dirk. He almost had Giannis, but he got overruled. But yeah.
Could you imagine? Man,
that would have been scary.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have had Luka, so.
Yeah, I take that.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I don't know.
I think you're better off. Moving forward.
Listen, hey, you take Luka, you taking Giannis, man. Giannis go ahead, man. Number 2 spot, it goes to him. He's the number 2 player on his list here. Top NBA players, This man ended up being hurt in the playoffs, didn't take part. Tiring the way he does and what he does every game for his team, man. Still,
I got a problem.
Still, the league is his or somebody else's, but he's around in that circle, man.
I got a problem.
Yes,
I'm with Will.
Look, is he unbelievable and one of the best players on the planet? Yes. However, I would make the case that everybody in this top 5 in the last couple of years, I've seen them all get significantly better. actually almost everyone in the top 10, I've seen them all get significantly better. Giannis is the same player he was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Same exact guy.
He's going to be the same player for the rest of his career.
Same exact guy. He's never going to get a jumper, which means he's never going to be more than like a really fast, less dominant Shaq for this era. He's not, and he's not as dominant. So, like, I don't know. I don't think he's the number 2 player in the league. No, I would have Luka and I would have Tatum over him right now. Both of them.
And to go with that, Will, about the jumper that goes for the free throw, too. His free throws are atrocious.
Yeah, and he takes 30 minutes to take them just to miss them. How you take 30 minutes to shoot a free throw and you still shoot like 60%? Garbage.
He doesn't. Yeah, you can't. You don't want that guy, with the ball, 2 minutes left, because they're gonna foul him. He's gonna miss free throws. I just feel like dominance is gonna have this guy around this list, but I think this is probably the last year. Like Will said, if that jump shot's not falling, I could see a downgrade yearly in him being on this top 5 list of players. Like you said, he didn't improve, but the thing is, he don't have to improve. Right. He don't have to improve because look at the opposition. The opposition is the reason why he ain't improved yet, and that sucks. But that's the reality of it. And then the league can stop whatever he's doing. He never, like you said, he's never going to develop a jump shot. He's never going to want to. He's never going to have to. It sucks, but he's never going to have to because. And even
if he develops it, I don't know if he'll ever trust it.
God gives the ability. This dude was made at 7 feet, 6'11", and can dribble from coast to coast and fucking hook shots, fucking all types of shit.
He basically dunks from the free throw almost every dunk, just because he's so long. But he's a monster, bro. Yeah, his wingspan's ridiculous.
Wemby's gonna replace him on the list. That's basically what the story in the wall is telling me.
Wemby is the next version. It's the next evolution to that.
None of these guys, though, are number 1.
This man.
Who's number 1?
This pasty, slow white guy is the best basketball player on earth.
And they tried so hard to boo him for winning another MVP last year. It was so sickening. It was sickening.
It was sick.
It was sick, man.
But he still won it. He still won it, right?
Yep. Number 1 player, according to CBS, in the NBA, until somebody can stop this man right here. We're hearing little things in Denver right now with the coaches and the organization going crazy, but that is not going to stop this man from going out there and doing what he's doing on a nightly basis. He's at the stone.
He basically single-handedly brought Aaron Gordon's career back to where it was supposed to be when he got drafted.
Yep, he did.
Right.
By himself, just one guy. I'm going to keep passing to you until you're as good as you're supposed to be. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Help Jamal Murray look more insane.
Yeah. Jamal gonna Jamal, but I don't think people realize that.
But
I don't think people realize it won't be this. It won't be the same in every place. He's the level that he reached is because of he's playing with Joker. He can go somewhere else, still be good, but I don't think he'd be as good. Joker's
look. All this guy wants to do is play ball and then ride his horses.
You don't even want to play ball.
I don't even know if he wants to play ball. I honestly don't believe that he just loves what it like. Maybe he does love basketball.
It helps him buy more horses.
Look, I don't know, Will. Watching the Olympics, he looked very into it. I think he does love ball.
That's for country, though. That's for
country. That's a whole lot different.
That's for the place he wants to sprint home to after every fucking season. Yeah, that's why he's like that.
It's the politics around basketball. He knows the politics of basketball. He knows, and that's why he stays away from it. This man just wants to go on the court. And I wish it was easy for somebody to just put on his sneakers as a professional and just go on the court and play. But guess what? There's not. There's the pre-game press conference, the post-game press conference. There's everybody when you're one of the best in the league, use all your eyes. That's why he hates the game. He hates the game for that. He wishes the game was just like I can go and hoop. You know what I'm saying? And he just locks in.
I feel like he's like Bill Belichick in that way. Like I don't want to do any of this other shit. I just love the game and my horses, and that's all I really want to deal with.
He's definitely not getting into broadcasting after this career.
Oh, hell. We may never see him again once he retires. It's very like he may show up for like some award ceremonies and shit, like when he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, obviously, and then he'll go back in the hiding for 4 years.
Yeah.
My man
will never see this guy.
My man gonna be chilling with Don Nelson, smoking weed. That's what he gonna be doing.
Hell yeah.
And it's hilarious
that
this man got. It's still hilarious to me that this guy got drafted during the Taco Bell commercial.
Second round, 41st overall pick.
It looks like that's where he was when he got drafted. Look at him. He doesn't even the fucking guy, man.
My man was eating
Taco Bell.
Absolutely, man. NBA
Epic
top
burn.
15 here, man. NBA season, little over a month away. Can't wait for it, man. This list kind of excited me for this season, man. Next week we'll go into the middle of the list, bottom of the list too, because I mean there's a bunch of other players on this list. So we got some players that may be declining, maybe going up, and some guys that are not on the list at all.
I got a fun question. I know we hate these typically, but I think this one is a little more interesting. Do we think Joker is this good in any era? I only ask that because, yes, he'd be this skilled, but they would not be having him taking those threes. That's fine.
He'd be in the paint, unfortunately.
But that's fine. He's proven he can get buckets unlimited in the paint too. But he would have to defend so much more back then because the whole game was about bigs. He'd have to deal with Shaq,
David Robinson, Patrick Ewing,
Alonzo Moore,
Elijah Wan.
See, the thing that puts him above those guys, I wouldn't say above those guys, but the thing that would help him out more is the fact that his cardio is really good.
It is.
He lasts longer.
It is, but for the way the game
he's not going to outlast Elijah Wan. He's not going to outlast probably Ewing. Maybe Ewing. We saw it. I mean, Ewing.
I don't think he outlasts Robinson.
He definitely not out. That's a fucking soldier. He's not outlasting a soldier.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, the way the game played, man. The way the game played
specimen
is different. So Jokic is doing a lot. He has a lot more energy than he would have like in the 80s. I'm not saying he wouldn't dominate, but it's a lot different. Defensive sets, offensive sets are a lot different. So yeah, he moves around and do all that. But we from the era of 94 feet. We covering our man. We're not letting our man get no separation, no space. And that's where
and then also like he's not gonna get as many foul calls. Look, I don't want to try to disparage his game. He still could easily average like 22, 12, and 12. Like I don't think I think he could easily do that. But I do think his dominance wouldn't be as pronounced because I do think on a regular night basis, he would be getting his ass beat by the Shaqs, the Ewings, the David Robinsons, as we listed.
I think his passing would be better.
You think his passing? It would have to be because he can't take all that beating.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd be bad.
And it's more of an inside. Was back then more of an inside eye game.
Yeah, he'd be throwing alleys.
If they collapsed on him,
yeah.
A lot of missed jumpers in that era. So
there was some ugly shooting back then.
A lot of terrible misses, man.
Especially before the rim gave, and it was just a fucking. You might as well have been shooting at a brick. Yeah, that was rough.
Top
felt
15
like double rim.
NBA, we here, man. Parlay perspective, man. We knew that this would throw, along not only a lot of minutes, but what I'm saying, some feedback. Man. So you already know what it is, man. Hey, we got other news though. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is not the only direction we are going tonight here. Y'all want to go along with the next topic?
We should probably, yeah.
Yes. Next one here. We spoke on a few weeks ago about the NFL suing DraftKings because DraftKings started a program, didn't want to finish it out. This one here is a little different, but this is for using player images for bets. As DraftKings and Bet365 are being sued by the
I wondered about that.
And lawsuits in New York and Philadelphia have been filed, alleging that the sports betting and fantasy baseball companies wrongfully used the names and likeness of MLB players. The lawsuits allege those companies use players' names and images for prop bets despite having no license to do so. The lawsuits obtained by CBS Sports were filed by the MLB Players Association, handles the union's business matters. According to the filing, the sites began featuring images in early 2024, despite not being licensed there. DraftKings at it again. DraftKings is going to lose money this year, right? I heard somebody putting the stock on another day. I don't know why it would be. But, yeah, DraftKings. Again, in another scandal. Bet365, for anybody that don't know what Bet365 is more of an app that's used in the East Coast, but not in Massachusetts. You probably go to like New Jersey, I think New York, Ohio, Philly. You can use that there, color other states, but that's what Bet365 is. Woo! Images. Y'all have a problem with this?
Look, if you're using people's likeness, you gotta pay them. Simple. Very, very simple. I always wonder when I see these advertisements, and I'm like, oh, they just used a bunch of footage from like the pro team, but that what they didn't say in the commercial was that they're the official gambling service for MLB or whatever, or XYZ. And I'm like, so how y'all getting away with that? Because I know they don't just give y'all pictures, and you can't just be using stock footage of actual football players. So I'm like, and then this happens, so it makes sense. Yeah, pay the people money, man. What are y'all doing? You're printing. If you're running a gambling site, you're printing money. Everyone knows this.
Yep.
So shit. I listen here. I kind of got mixed feelings about this situation.
Lord?
Because they can definitely go holler and hoop and suit for player likeness images and all that shit. Then the other side of me is like, what the fuck, dude? Who gives a fuck, man? Their pictures on there. You want people? Hold on, and I'm gonna let this all connect in a second. We know that the betting world and the sports world, matters the NFL, NBA, whatever, they ain't cahoots, right? But people are still gonna bet money and do all that. So if I don't know who Naskatow Manal is, I need a picture of him. So the picture's there, so the hell what? I'm gonna bet on them. It makes y'all money. It makes them money. They act like they
if you don't know who it is, but the thing is, if you don't know who it is, you got the good old Google machine. You can just look it up that way.
Yeah, you got the good old Google machine, but you're already on the application.
But hold on. If they're not, what they're mad about is that you're using the likeness of players in our league, and we're not getting any cut from those bets. So no, it doesn't help the league if they're not getting a cut of it. That's what they're suing for, the cut. They're suing for their cut.
Because they
right now they're using pictures. They're using pictures of players from these leagues, right? But the league isn't making any money on those bets. That's what they want, and they gonna get their money.
Yeah, because they are in all technicalities partnered with the name, but the image and likeness part isn't. And if you're using footage from the sporting event, they need to be compensated for it.
One thing you're definitely known for in our communities is you do the collecting and the selling of the collectibles and shit. If I start a collection company in your area using your fucking photo and you don't get a dime, you're going to be at my door. That's what this is. You would never let me do that, too. You know that.
For me, it's the whole picture thing. Like, there has to be some way, like, fucking a picture. Like, I understand everything else, like the sliding bases or hitting a home run and all that shit. I can understand that. But a picture, like a picture of yourself. Like, so I know who the hell you are and I want betting on. I understand. Hey, if you can sue, you can sue. If you can get money for it, you can get money for it. But being the bottom of the barrel league that the MLB is, this sounds like a fucking MLB thing to fucking do. And this is why they're doing it, because fucking since the beginning of the year, is DraftKings making more money than you, then now you want to sue them and take their money? Or you just see that the NFL just sued them a few weeks ago, and now you feel like you can do it too. It's kind of like Bill Cosby. One girl says, hey, and I'll let you talk. One girl says, hey, Bill Cosby did me dirty. And then 2 weeks later, the next girl says, well, Bill Cosby did me dirty. That's how it feels like to me. Because this was never a problem at all. Because they've been doing it.
Are you trying to say this is just a domino effect?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's a domino effect for the right reason. It's because it keeps being abused. Also, the reason why it's happening now is because now, like, there's so many apps that are blowing up. Now, if all of them can just use our pictures, no, we're not doing this. We're not going to do. So now, in my scenario that I pitched to you earlier, so now not only have I started a company using your image, now coaches started one. And then Jake has started one. And we all getting money, and you're not, too, but we're using your picture. There's no way notoriety. There's no way you would be cool with that.
And this also is capitalism at its best.
Right. That's just how the game works. And look, some people do this and they get away with it for a while. They were getting away with it for a while. But
you know what the irony of this is?
They flew too close to the sun. What's the
irony of this is MLB, when it comes to the three major sports, is the worst at marketing its players.
Oh yeah, which is exactly why Tuca's annoyed by this. I understand. Like
as I sit here with Blue Jays gear on,
because he's like y'all don't even market your players. You should be happy they're putting the pictures out there. So you're not.
I'm marketing more than them.
Seriously, you're not wrong. There's a reason why, aside from injuries, that like barely anybody even knows who Trout is, and even though he's probably still the most talented player. Well, now it's Ohtani, and everybody knows who he is. But yeah, they got to market better.
If you're thinking about the stars of the league that everyone's going to know, they're going to know who Ohtani is, and they're going to know who Aaron Judge is. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much. And here's the other thing. I wonder, did the MLB go to them and say, "Look, you're getting carried away. Let's come up. Let's work something out."
I'm thinking they had to have.
They had to have, right? And if
they've been around so long, I don't think they would do business like that. They would give you the opportunity
to figure your shit
You're
out.
already kind of part of our whole MLB experience. Let's sit down. Let's talk about this. And they was proud, like, you know what? Yeah.
We don't need y'all. Like, oh, then stop using our photos, motherfucker. It seems like you need us. You know what this reminds me of? What was it? Oh shit. Never mind. I lost it that quick.
Here goes. Oh man, I was just about to say, here goes a Willism.
Or they allowed them to use it early on, but now gambling has grown so much that they try to go back and say, hey man, I gotta kick us a little something now. And it was like, no, you already told it can use it.
Because it's grown, and that's the other thing. It's one thing if you had to like get up before you had to get up out your bed, you had to be in a state that did it. Get up out your bed, go to a place to gamble, to do the whole thing, to put you now you're on your phone, it's in your pocket. The entire world of gambling is in your pocket. And so yeah, the money's booming, and if you're gonna be making that bank off of me, we're gonna get paid. That's for damn sure.
We want some cheddar out of it.
And here's the other thing: who does it hurt? That's why I don't understand why it bothered you, too, because you only look at it from the one side. From the other side is, why do you care that they do this? It's not gonna hurt you.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just going to more what Coach was saying just now. Like, goddamn, like you already bad enough fucking in the main thing you're supposed to do for leagues. You lucky you ain't fucking X'd out, but I mean it's baseball and it's America, so I mean you'll have some existence and lifespan left. You know, it is the world's oldest game. You know, but goddamn, you giving reason for people to not like the sport, to not tune into the sport. Because people that bet on people that they don't barely know at least want to see a picture of them. And like Jake said, you can go Google. I'm already on the app. I don't want to swipe to go to the internet on my iPhone. On my iPhone, I'm on the app.
But and here's the other problem. The other problem is that, yes, it's the MLB doing this. And so you're looking at it like, MLB, you of all people are doing this. But they had to, because I don't think these gambling sites are doing this to other leagues. I think with the other leagues, they actually have deals. And the MLB is like, yo, what the fuck? Because there's no way they're doing this to the NFL. And Goodell's just like
NFL, yeah. NFL don't get their money regardless.
NFL will send the feds to your door.
Yeah.
And the NBA the same too, because NBA already did this, right?
No.
Yeah, the NBA's a little less aggressive, but if David Stern was there, them motherfuckers would be in jackets right now. They like straight up
Adam Silver's a little different.
Body bags. But this fucking Men in Black alien is a little different. He's not as tough.
Hey, but before we do this break and move on to the next thing, Coach, I'm getting real sick of your teams beating up on mine. These Texas teams need to leave me alone. They just beat the Blue Jays 2-0. Little quick update for you. Also, shout out to the Brewers. They won the NL Central.
Oh, dope.
Oh, that time of year, huh? People clinching.
Yes, sir.
We won't be participating in the postseason this year.
Hey, y'all already clinched. I think you clinched. Not a first.
The first team to get eliminated from the MLB playoffs, the Milwaukee Brewers clinched the Central.
Congrats to them. They're a very good team.
Yes, sir, man. Hey,
Wait, don't worry. The Blue Jays ain't making it either, Coach. We'll be sitting on the couch right there with you.
Already.
I think my Sox are already done.
15, 20 seconds. We'll be right back with you, man. Glad y'all joining us in, man. Continue to tune in, man. We ain't done yet, man. Parlay Perspective.
STWF-TV is sponsored by Purple Valley Farms Marijuana. We got that good.
What do you guys expect to see out of Nick Chubb coming off of an ACL?
I would not bet against Nick Chubb.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the Terminator. That fool in that squat, you see the weight he was squatting? That rapid just
yeah, dumb.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back here. We back at it. And the villain like the Undertaker just now, man, with his appearance over there. Top of the screen, man. Parlay Perspective, we're back. Remember, like, share, subscribe here. As I said, man, we're not done with the night. Still got some news to hit y'all with. Some funnies. You know what I'm saying? We gonna ride this to the wheels fall off here. Next story comes up the NFL. We were aware of this last Thursday when it happened, but of course there's an after effect in things that happen after. That's one Tua Tagovailoa. He's been put on IR, so he'll miss at least the next 4 games. It was kind of a speculation of him possibly retiring, missing games, but we knew once that had happened, he was gonna miss some time. After what happened the previous time in Cincinnati, we know every hit that he takes from now on in is probably gonna be more games he's out, and that could lead to some type of retirement. But in the meantime, Skylar Thompson will have his 4th career start against Seattle in Week 3.
Where's my button? Ugh.
Fellas, another thing came out today too, and it's definitely probably a rumor into him playing. But Cam Newton was in the Miami Dolphins facility today. Now, we don't know why. Probably saying what up to some homies. Maybe looking for a job. Maybe went on Indeed and filled the application for the QB position. We don't know. That's something to look out for.
I think, if I had to give my honest opinion on that part, I think Cam Newton's happily retired. I don't see him coming back ever.
I don't think he's happily retired at all. That's just me.
I think that he wants to play football.
He's pissed, and you can tell it. Every show that he does, his podcast,
bitter and shit about not being in the league.
This is about the league. He reminisces about himself. It feels like he still today can go play for an NFL team and be a starter.
And that is a team that he could slide right in, and if he could keep the ball off the ground, he'd do some damage. Because that team's all. I mean, it'll take some time though, because that team is all about timing on them routes, and his timing was getting slow towards the end there. But if he could figure out that offense, it'd be perfect for them, man. It'd be perfect. That offense is really built around a guy like him. They just kind of altered it for Tua. But like a guy who can actually make you pay off of the read option on the back end of it if he keeps it. Tua can't really do that to you too often, and especially now because you don't want him running at all.
You got this guy that's like 240 something still to this day,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And still in great physical shape. He's always going to stay in shape.
He deserves those hits.
He's absolutely a specimen,
right?
And also
probably the most physically gifted player to ever graze the league.
The whole worrying about having him run thing. Dolphins got a great run game. They wouldn't even have to worry about it. They just need someone that can get the ball from point A to point B with them routes, like Will said. But it's all about timing too.
I got a random, just a random thought that I think y'all would enjoy. I don't think we've ever really thought about it. But this is piggybacking on the conversation we had the other day where I talked about the reason why the running back position is dying is because all the athletes are getting put at quarterback. So I thought about that after we signed off, and it with the extra step, and I thought, you know who probably would have been a quarterback in today's NFL, and it would have been the scariest fucking thing anyone's ever seen? Bo Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Because they would have put him at quarterback in this era. They'd have put him at quarterback a lot sooner. We know he could throw. He played baseball. He had an arm, a cannon of an arm. if Bo Jackson played quarterback, I don't know if the
I think it'd be the highest rated selling jersey ever for a quarterback.
I also think it would
maybe that comes with the game.
Produce the craziest highlights we've ever seen.
That's a fire QB name.
Bo Jackson.
Yo,
the whole marketing campaign of Bo knows it plays even more as a quarterback. It's unreal. But yeah, just a random.
Tyler Huntley was also signed too to the Dolphins from the practice squad.
He's still around, huh?
Former Pro Bowler.
Snoop Huntley.
Ryan Tannehill ain't getting no nods anymore. He's done.
Unfortunate. Yeah, people. I think it got sour at the end because I heard somebody say, like, you think they'll call up Tannehill? And Pat McAfee was like, nah, and well.
No, I'm gonna be real with you.
That bridge has been
my early times at the show. The early times, me, Coach, and Uncle be talking, I used to say, shout out to who? Mika Grimes, because Mika Grimes really got me in the book of Ryan Tannehill because I never paid attention to him. But knowing that I paid attention to her, she always knew how he would suck. The team for years wanted him off there. The organization was the only people that would allow him to stay there. He was getting burnt at practice every day by the defenses. He sucked, and that's what they used to say about him in Miami. And she would always say it because Britt Grimes played on the Miami Dolphins team. So she would be at practice every day watching the opposition.
Knowing the few Dolphins fans that I've met throughout my lifetime, being the AFC East fan that I am, they have not been pleased with their quarterback situation the last 10 years.
Pre-game.
Oh, it's a lot longer than that.
Up until
it's a lot longer than that.
Once until this man came in, I'm the new coach. My uncle, who's a Miami fan, told me they've been running the same plays for decades. Same formation, same sets for decades.
I'm pretty sure before Tua, the last quarterback of note for that team was Marino.
Right. That's what he said. They all still live in the Marino era, though they've been out of the Marino era.
They had a run. They had a run of switching quarterbacks that's almost as crazy, maybe crazier than what the Browns are going through or have been through.
I'm trying to think if I can even think that. I think
Culpepper was okay for them, but
the last quarterback that I can remember that I can physically remember was Fitzpatrick.
Wait, was Jay Feely a quarterback or the?
He's quarterback. He was a Dolphins.
Okay, I was making sure because there's also a Feely type guy as a kicker.
I don't want nobody.
I think they're brothers. They're brothers. I think they're brothers.
That'd be hilarious. You might be right.
Because I think they both play at the same time too. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you find out.
That sounds like a kicker name.
Yes, sir. Man. And we back here, man. Hey, while they look up that information, man. WNBA news.
Wait. Two. Can I ask you a question though before you get into that? Since we're still talking about Tua, what's your honest opinion? Do you think he should retire?
I'm still here, sitting here like how DeMar Hamlin ain't retired. You know, when he's the one that Tua ran into. But if I feel like DeMar Hamlin still to this day need to retire, I'm gonna feel absolutely this way about Tua, and this happened to him twice. You know what I'm saying? And he may have not lost a heartbeat or something, but this dude is losing everything with every single hit he takes. So hell yeah, I don't think he should play no more. That's me. Take that money and be out. Do something good with your life. Because listen here, that another hit on the football field like that, you may not get up.
So I spent most of the first day after he got injured arguing with our friend of the show, James Spinoza, who's a diehard Miami fan and loves Oos to death. And then listening on Pat McAfee show and stuff like that, I came to the conclusion. My original conclusion was, he take his helmet away. Somebody save this man from himself. But then I realized, he's an adult. Every day
that's always I do that.
Yeah, every day we drink Henny when we want. We do all the things. We smoke weed. We do what we want because we're adults. We do what we want within our means. If he wants to play and the doctor says it's okay, you got to let him go. I don't think he should, though. I don't want him to play. I don't want to see that for him. I see the video clips or the stories told about Jim McMahon. We saw, like Jim McMahon his concussion situation was so bad, he just sits in the dark room with a cold towel on his head. That's all he can do for life.
And if he goes out, he has to wear sunglasses.
He can barely finish sentences. His speech is fucked up. All of this because of head trauma. CTE. Junior Seau shot himself in the chest so that they could study his brain. Like, it's serious. I don't want that for Tua. Tua isn't just another player, in my opinion. He's also just a really great guy, a family man with a big family. I don't want to see that for him, but it's not my decision. So they got to let the man do what he wants to do. But I will say this. If he does go back out and play, which I think he will, I mean, 1 or 2 more of these, and then I'm done. Then I am taking the helmet away if I can. Because
not even two, one.
Like one more bat, bro, his brain shut off. That's not good.
My man's brain shut off, and then he came back on and was like, I want to get back in the game. He didn't even know that shit happened.
No, you never know when you get knocked out. You just wake up and
somebody had to tell him to go with your family. Somebody had to tell him in that instant, go to your family.
Worse than that. Because he wasn't listening, they had to bring his family down.
Oh, okay.
To come see him and say, the fuck off the field. Like it took bringing the family down for him to come to and then walk off. Like, all right, you got it. Like, and he still didn't want to. So he's a gamer, man. He's a tough kid, and he's gonna continue to play. I just don't want him to.
Yeah, man. Tua will be back in the next month. And I mean, we always talk sports, so hopefully nothing happens to him. But if it does, you'll get the news. STWF-TV, man.
Oh yeah,
parlay it is, man.
Yeah, here first.
Parlay perspective, WNBA.
By the way, Jay Feely was a kicker.
Man.
Aha! I knew I was right.
He's a kicker. Okay,
that's what I was saying. Oh, I thought. So then, it was Jay Fiedler. Fiedler, there's a D in there somewhere for the quarterback of the Miami team.
Who's that villain guy? We don't know who that villain guy is, Dale, man. News out of Portland today, WNBA, new expansion team on the way in Portland, WNBA-wise. As soon as 2026, the team will begin to play. This is another team added. I think this is I think it's the third team being added to the league. Golden State, right, earlier this year, said they're gonna have an expansion team. Now Portland with an expansion team. They entered the NBA in the 2000s as the expansion fire, following them after the 2002 season. So 2 years, Portland basically said, F this, we're done. But now back into rejuvenating a franchise in Portland. The new team will be owned and operated by RAJ Sports, led by control owner Lisa Bethel Mirage and her brother Alex Bethel. And they're also majority owners of the NWSL's Portland Thorns.
This is WNBA?
Yes, WNBA.
So if that's the
Caitlin effect once again.
So if that's the third team, does that mean they'll be up to 15 teams?
I think they said it'll be up to 14 to 16 in the next few years.
Maybe we'll get one in Cincinnati. Let's go.
They also said the reason for this as well is in the last 5 to 10 years, basketball, especially the tournaments that they have throughout the Portland area for females have gone high, especially the NCAA tournaments in the last few years that they have sites in the Portland area. And I heard that's another reason for it, as well as Caitlin Clark, somebody mentioned. I think Commissioner Kathy Elbert on this expansion. I think Portland has proven they show up for women's sports and definitely for women's basketball. So we're excited to be coming back to the market. It's interesting. Because now you got the Trailblazers and then you got the expansion Portland team. Who's going to be better?
Is there still talks on the NBA side of a Seattle team coming back?
Yes. So the NBA has held talks about it, but kind of shut down, resuming talk. But it's been ramping up in the last few weeks. That Seattle is definitely probably going to be the next expansion team. I think it's up to them. I'm hearing not fully up to them, but they kind of up and down right now if they want to bring a team back to Seattle. But ultimately,
hey man, I'm always Hey, look, green's my favorite color. If the Supersonics come back, that's another green team in the NBA, and I'd love it.
Sonics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the Sonics back.
That'd be fun, man. I'd love it.
I want the Sonics back and give Virginia a team. They got.
And then this team, unlike other teams in the WNBA, they will have a practice facility, which is a key component of the league's evaluation of potential expansion sites. 3 teams have their own exclusive facilities: the Storm, the Mercury, and the Vegas Aces. 2 franchises that don't share practice facilities with NBA counterparts, the Chicago Sky and Dallas Wings, have announced plans to build facilities.
You don't say.
Hold on. I got something for this.
All right. That money's coming in all of a sudden now. Big day.
Advertising money, yeah.
Advertising money taking base.
Coach, hey, I was looking at the records, and if everything's going the way it should and there were no trades involved, my favorite player in college right now might end up being a Wings player. Might be where Paige ends up.
Guess this is number 1 pick.
Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely in that area.
Absolutely.
That's right where they're at. When I was looking, I think Dallas was the last team in the whole in the whole league. And if Paige is everything that she started out to be, which she is, by the way, she'll be the number 1 overall pick next year, and she'll be a wing if that's how it finishes. But I don't know when the regular season ends. I know it's close, though.
Absolutely. Paige Beckers will be consensus number 1, which is funny, Jake. You must have been picking brains today because we do have a little short story in regards to the consensus number 1 pick. We're just going to put that in existence. The consensus number 1 pick in the WNBA draft next year, Paige Beckers, a 40-year-old Oregon man, has been charged with recently stalking and harassing the UConn's women's basketball star. He was held on a $100,000 bond after appearing in court to face charges that he stalked and harassed the UConn women's star. Robert Cole Pollard-Mead, 40, of Grants Pass, Oregon, is the person that has been stalking.
He must love hoop because she ain't cute.
Yeah, he must love hoop. He must love her as an overall player, bro.
Yeah, keep Paige safe.
I'm kidding, Paige. She's pretty. I'm kidding.
Keep Paige safe at all costs because UConn's going to be the only team that has a chance to go against that South Carolina team because they're still tough.
Reports came in after Paula May
Juju.
He sent emails to Paige claiming that he was a member of the royal family and wanted to marry a member of the women's basketball team. Social media posts he's had contained dozens of references to Paige, including a post of a fake wedding invitation and multiple photos of Palmolive with what appears to be a diamond engagement ring.
It's all in.
Fucking people are weird, bro.
Yeah, big time.
My man's trying to be a star right there. Another NBA WNBA topic. Shout out to Angel Reese. We know she was in line to shatter a lot more records than she broke. But one record that she was gonna break if she was not hurt was the all-time rebounding record for a season.
She got the rookie record though.
Instead, she couldn't because of injury, and Aja Wilson ended up taking that season record for rebounds. So shout out to Aja Wilson. Adding on to the hallway, another MVP trophy coming up in the next month or so. I feel bad that Angel, got hurt because definitely that's hers. I mean, and I'm not shading nothing at Aja. Aja was lucky enough to get another brand of hardware to her collection, man. Because I don't care what you say about Angel Reese. This woman right here, she's a machine down there in the post, man, in the paint. She ain't letting no basketballs get to anybody but herself. But Aja, awesome player. Dominance. In a year where you had 2 of these rookies coming in here and pushing the media towards them, you told everybody and you went on flat face and nobody gives you slack for it because you're a WNBA player. And that's the thing. If Cheryl Swoops and them was still in the league giving flack, it'll be less of a controversy. But Aja off the rip said, yo, these 2 girls in the league, shout out to them, but I'm the fucking face of the league. I'm the fucking dog of the league. A week later, Nike deal. Weeks later, 40-point games, dominating. Kean trying to lead the Aces to a third straight championship, though they've been struggling away this season. But yeah, that's kind of how you go about business. You talk shit, and then you go on the court and you do your shit. So shout out to you. Shout out to the young man. And there was a WNBA fight. Not a fight last night, but Rakia Jackson, my favorite rookie, and Brittany Griner.
It is. He ain't lying. He really likes that.
And Rakia, she took a swing at Griner too. You know, gave her a little slip in the face. Griner was heated. Griner was on social media during the game, and when she was ejected from, going back and forth with people on Twitter in regards to the incident. One person said, "Why are you letting that? You know that's a man you about to fight, right?" And Brittany said, "Yeah," and she don't want no smoke.
Don't fuck with Pops.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Pop. Where was that energy in that gulag? Where was that energy there?
Somebody said that. Somebody said, "Bring your ass back to Russia," and then she wrote, "Come and get me."
God damn it, Will, don't do the same shit I'm doing.
What?
I just put my fucking hands up. I saw you were doing. I was like, God damn, can't do this.
So Jake, your Paige Becker's prediction may be right, but it might be at number 2, not number 1. Because the Los Angeles Sparks currently right now, and I think the last game of the season is tomorrow, hold that 7-32 record, and then in the 1 pick, they may go after Juju if Juju leaves, which I don't think he will.
Oh, no. Let's be very clear. I think Juju's going to stay. But if Juju leaves, it isn't close. She's won Paige's 2.
See, and this is my problem, though. I can't root for an LA team. That's why I'm hoping she does go to Dallas. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine. But all I know is Juju she's going 1 whenever she goes.
Oh, man. This is the highlight right here. KD spanked him.
That is KD.
Yeah, KD.
Yep.
KD.
You ever seen this, Jake?
Oh, no. You seen
it? He was like, "Yo, this dude just kissed me."
You know why he let it slide like that at the end? He probably knows that he probably knows that she got a punani.
Bro, it's the only girl that can look him eye to eye.
People say Brittany's a man.
Eye to eye.
That part is right there. He can actually look her in the eye. He hasn't. I don't think he's ever looked a woman dead in the eye like that before.
There's only one girl that's taller. There's only one girl that's taller than him, and I think she plays for the Liberty. It's that 7'1" Asian lady.
Yeah, no, he corrected it because he could easily get canceled if he acted any other way.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
just look. Did you see the way he looked at her too?
He's like, "Yo,
look at his hug, man."
Yeah.
We got some other news too. Here, listen.
You know what?
He swings both ways.
Baylor and UT not too far from each other. They're probably sneaking up and down 35.
Ooh, KD was slandering it. Oh, KD's a single man, everybody. You know, so he can do whatever he wants, I guess. Yes,
you never really hear about him. For somebody that we always know his business because he always on the internet crying.
Never hear anything.
Nothing about his sneaky links though. Like that, you don't ever really hear that shit with him. What the fuck? I don't want to know, but also why he's so crazy secret about this.
I'm here. The dude, you know, it comes with the purpose. Is KD, so he definitely got pussy jumping all over him. But I'm here. He just like to chill, play ball, and smoke weed.
Hey, the only time KD news came out is the fucking rumor about Lana Rhodes. Other than that, you ain't heard nothing since and nothing before.
He wants Scarlett Johansson's bathwater. Who he wants?
A lot of us.
A lot of us do.
Yes, sir, man. I forgot about this story, man, and it kind of took a corner early. Well, it took a corner. It was kind of weird hearing it this morning, but Woj, man, retires from giving us the NBA news that we want. 30 years doing his thing at ESPN. He's transitioning to be the GM of St. Bonaventure's basketball team, kind of upseeing the
alma mater where he went to school.
It comes with
he's a Bonnie.
NIL. He gets an NIL check. And a bunch of other things that come in. He gets to oversee recruiting and all that extra stuff. So kind of bringing a championship team probably over there in the 95 team bracket that comes soon.
I mean, look, Shams got all the secrets. That don't mean he got all the players coming to him.
But I'm gonna say this: I think the Shams Heat was giving Woj scary vibes, and I'm saying that. And Shams has been around for a long time. And Shams is not a person that just enters. You know what I'm saying? This guy's been around as well. But I think him in the last year, some change, where Woj is spitting stuff out, but Shams is spitting it out first. I kind of feel like it was time, not in a disrespectful way, to Woj to leave, but Woj has done everything. He's been at the top. You know what I'm saying?
He's a Hall of Famer already. So he's chasing. I love this. This is something that we always want from the people that we see, like celebrities or like athletes, stuff like that. We always want them to be passionate in what they're doing, and if they're not, to chase their passions. And I think he's chasing a passion. I think he's going to his alma mater. He's going home. He's running the show. I think this is dope for him, man. I'm happy for Woj. I will say maybe Shams' heat was a little bit, but I think also he made a few mistakes in the past couple of years.
He did too.
Where he was dead ass wrong.
And I think Jackson came at him one time. Crazy.
Right, and I think that took a toll on him because it's like the chink in the armor. Like, it's the one thing that he never was wrong or giving you false information. He's always on point, and he's always ahead of everybody else. So if you add, well, I'm not always first anymore, and I've got some shit wrong, so now, like, it's like the emperor has new clothes, but we've seen him naked already, so we already know now. Like, we know.
About it now? I think the insidership of people now, it's whack now in the sense, because you see everything on social media. You see everything from this person. Now you have, for instance, like a Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes in the game now. Like, say, for instance, like a Killer Cam and Mace. Like, you got all these different guys now that are either going to run you out because they don't like you, or run you out because they're going to put this news out before you and be a hater. But this is the way.
There's too many independent journalists now.
Right.
It used to be you got all the information from one of. Early on, It was one of like 2 places. Then it was like one of 4 places. Then it was like one of 8 places. That's fucking everybody now. Me and you could report shit before. We were in here calling the draft at one point before we were finding it anywhere.
Yep.
So
and Will's like 10 minutes behind on the TV.
Exactly, and I still was up on it.
Yeah, and that's why this year I stopped, because 2 years ago when we did the NFL draft show, I was strictly watching Doug Kleeman because he was on his shit. Last year, or this previous draft, he was fucking up. He was getting shit wrong and releasing stuff too early and not getting it.
People find that way to try. And I call it hating because you have to. It's your job. This is a tough job. Like, I remember, like, when I was in college and people would tell me, like, yo, if you want to go with this communication thing and talk sports and all that stuff, you're going to have to deal with the fact that, one, you don't get paid a lot. So you're really going to have to grind. You really have to work hard. And it may take you 20 years to be at a spot where you're comfortable at. and that's the thing with this media, man. It sucks, but Woj is going to find a ceiling of what he's doing now. Shams, on the other hand, Shams is being the one targeted now. Now ABC, CBS, ESPN are all looking to pursue him. The NBC and ESPN is trying to get him. Woj is getting paid at least $7 million per year, and all indications will point that Shams commanding will be in the midst of $7 to like $10 million in his new venture. But people don't realize though that Woj and Shams were partners at one point at Yahoo Sports. Before they were put in this world, because that's what the media does, so you compete against each other. There's no friendships in a world where there's not a lot of money at. So somebody's got to try to raise some premiums. You know what I'm saying? And Woj did that for a while. Shams, get it in. And Jake's over here eating something, vaping something.
He's washing dishes or something.
I muted his ass.
I had to refill my glass. I just didn't want to have the bottle in camera anymore. I thought that was professional.
And last story of the night before we get
wait, time out real quick.
Spit that.
Hold on, time out. I'll tell you what it is in a second, but real quick to the Woj thing. Shout out to the Forgotten Conference. St. Bonaventure's in the A10, and that is the Xavier coming out in me, because Xavier used to be in the A10. Bring some more promise back to the A10. The Atlantic 10 Conference had some good teams in it. for many, many years. So it's a good thing for the A10 too.
Hell yeah, good shit.
And by the way, it's Bush Latte. Calm down. I didn't
You said
piss in it,
latte
not
after,
apple juice.
after Bush.
Having a good time.
You should black screen yourself.
If I have to be on if I have to be on camera, I got to make sure the anxiety's down. We're all good here. Cheers, fellas.
You said Bush Latte.
Put on a P. Diddy mask.
That's what they say at all the baseball games. Come on now. What'd you say?
Oh, that's a baseball thing. That's new. That's funny.
Yeah, man. Good. You got to hit Fenway up one time and say, what do they call Bush Lights here? Bush Lattes.
Hey, yo, you know
get a free one with every ticket.
Ain't no Bush in that building, bro.
I was gonna go into our last story. But guys, we got Jake over here filling on 100 right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what we're gonna get into? The most important time of this Wednesday night. Our NFL picks for the week. Thank you. One of my favorite answers, man. You know what it is, man. If you know, you know, man.
I know what time it is.
NFL picks, man. Coach is gonna give us an update on standings of a disappointing week 2.
Awful week.
Let's fucking go.
Awful week.
This is where we are right now, gentlemen. Coming into week 3. Jake's at 20-11. Took's at 18-13. Chili Wheels at 17-14. And I'm a dismal 13-18.
Coach, I'm convinced the more you know, the worse you do in this. That's why we keep losing.
Are you trying to call me stupid?
I said no such thing. I said no such thing.
Hey, live by the gun, die by the gun over here, man. They ain't say nothing I ain't like. You know, I like it all.
I had to hurry up and rip off the fucking Blue Jays gear and put on the Patriots stuff.
Oh, did a wardrobe change after makeup, Greg?
Oh, he high maintenance tonight.
Hold up.
He on camera. He's showing out.
Look at him.
I told you the Jays, though. My man showing them gear. He got Patriots on now.
That's why he got up there every time we were talking.
You want to get the hat.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't find it. That's the problem. I had the shirt ready, but I
poured a beer and did a wardrobe change. This guy is ready for fucking Broadway.
Let's go. Let's get it, fellas. As we go into this NFL games, we got a game tomorrow night from MetLife Stadium. We have the Patriots going against the Jets, fellas. Who you got taking this game?
Is at MetLife?
Yes. We right now are the don't want to play the Patriots because no one wants to play us because we're not good, but we're not that bad. We're not as bad as everyone thought we were.
We're
on the cusp of being.
We're going to be a trap game on everybody's schedule for the rest of the year because we actually do have a defense that if you aren't one of the higher power offenses, it's going to be a long day for you because our defense is really good. So,
and you know what's crazy?
That's the one. What's that?
Jacoby's not making any mistakes like we thought he was either. It's early, but he's not making any mistakes.
No, that's the one thing I said that he would do. He plays pretty mistake free. It's just that he can't get the ball down the field. He's no arm. You could throw first, I guarantee it.
If they get to the red zone, it's a little dangerous.
Oh yeah, because Stevenson's been playing well. Yeah, I like what's happening. I hope we're like the Lions from a couple years ago or Minnesota from last year where we're in every game, but we lose most of them. That's what I want for us this year. I want to be in every game so that we compete and we play high intensity football. But I want us to lose. I want better draft picks. We need a line. We got receivers. We got to get it's a whole thing.
But because this is picks and I've seen how the Jets have been playing and I see Rodgers is looking old, I know you got to get acclimated to your new team because let's be real. This is pretty much Rodgers' first year with the Jets because of last year being injured. I still like the Patriots in this game. I don't care where they're playing. I still think the Patriots defense is going to give Rodgers a hard time. The Jets defense is beat up. They just lost Jermaine Johnson for the year. Hassan Reddick's obviously not playing. As long as the run game's doing what they're doing and we're doing short passes and keeping Sauce out the game, I think that this is going to be a low-scoring 13-10 win for the Patriots.
Typical Thursday night game.
Yes.
I agree.
Jake's going Patriots.
As am I.
Will's going Patriots. Who you going, Coach?
Will win Patriots 2 weeks in a row. What is wrong here?
Madness.
I'm going Jets.
Madness.
Yeah, I'm going Jets. I still like the Patriots probably to cover. Yeah, if I'm a betting guy, you know, 6.5 a touchdown, like you said, this can come down to a field goal basically. I just feel that this is the game right here, and it's no disrespect to the Patriots. This is the game that the Jets need. The Jets need this game. They can't fall. They can't fall after 3 weeks. They can't fall after 3 weeks, 1-2, where you knew you was going to lose that game to the 49ers. The next 2 games after that are guaranteed wins. In their mind, they got to play it like it's a guaranteed win. Though the scoreboard may not show it, they're going to be, I think.
Two, if you're going to continue to be so insightful, go first, motherfucker. He changed my mind. I'm picking the Jets.
Hey, look, Will.
Motherfucker made great points. I had to.
Will, listen to me, though. Will. Before you do that, remember, I begged Coach to take a team last week, and you changed his mind, and he ended up getting it wrong. I was the only one that got that game right. You might not want to do that.
No.
Stick with me. Stick with the Patriots, bro. Do it one time. Just believe me.
Stick with him, Will. I tell you.
No.
Stick with your team. Stick with your team. I'm only picking the Jets. I damn sure ain't picking the Patriots.
Make worse points if you don't want to change minds. I don't know what to tell you.
If this happens, I just want you guys to know I'm right 3 weeks in a row on Thursday night.
Yeah, and we already hate you. What could go worse?
Yes, sir.
Now, what I'll say is this though. I think our defense is great, but I think their defense is also pretty solid, and our offense isn't great. So I just think they have an advantage. I think they're going to win, and they're at home. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
That's only not picked because they're playing.
I let you fool me for a couple seconds there, and then two talked me up, woke me up.
But we do play good at MetLife, except last year.
We do. And also, it's the Jets. We typically own them, but
hopefully y'all can just come up, man, just clear those points, dog, because I'll probably take the points. Texas Vikings. Houston is a 2-point favorite against the Vikings. Who are you taking?
Wait, are we doing it? Why did they jump you all the way to that game? I guess. Okay.
Oh, I'm doing. Oh, I mean, if you have a website doing games, I can go on that website.
The way it's listed on the thing.
The Giants
game would be Giants Browns. Yeah, with the next game.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do that. I mean, whatever site y'all looking on. I mean, I'm just not on the site that y'all on, so I'm just going to the game.
Yeah. So because we're using.
Okay, I'm right here. It's not that far. I mean, yeah, we can do Brian. We can do Giants. Browns.
Giants Browns. Who y'all got?
I like what I saw out of Deshaun making a comeback game after that dismal week 1, and David Njoku might be back, which is another weapon for him. So I'm taking the Browns.
The Giants. I can't believe you made through a Giants-Browns matchup and you only talked about the Browns, which is good. That means you're in positive light. I'm picking this game, the Browns, because the Giants are a fucking dumpster fire. It is awful.
I'm taking the Browns as well.
No, I just had to give a decent reason on why I had to pick the Browns.
The Giants are challenging Carolina for the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I think there's irony. There's irony in our names, Jake, because your name is the villain and my name is Chill, except I'm almost never chill.
So next week, this right here is going to say the positive villain.
That's hilarious. The positive villain.
I'm not going to be Balthazar Brat from Despicable Me. I'm going to be Mojo Jojo.
You know where you would find the positive villain, Jake?
Where?
At the Modest Bukakis.
Shout out to the tap out.
That's a tap out inside joke, man. I love our tap out fans. We're gonna do another show this week.
No, I ain't doing that on the parlay perspective. I can't do it. But just shout out to the chat and everybody that comes to support us on the tap out. You guys are amazing.
I'm gonna go Browns.
I derailed the joke to let Toot get back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Browns.
So good job, Will.
That's a clean sweep on the Browns this week.
Yeah.
Next game.
This is going to be interesting, this next one. It's a revenge game for a guy who has no business starting. No business starting, but he actually played solid last week. This is the Packers versus the Titans.
Be real with you. Jordan Love dictates this game this week. If Jordan Love plays, I'm going to take the Packers. If Jordan Love doesn't play, I just can't see Malik having 2 good games. I may take the Titans in this one, but then I'm looking at myself like, why can I?
You're overlooking something, too.
Both receivers. All Malik Willis got to do is just keep his head straight. I'm gonna go Packers, man. Regardless of
right. That's the problem. He can't keep his head straight. Do you see how he's been turning the ball over the last 2 weeks?
Who? Malik Willis?
Will Levis. He sneezes in the ball.
Oh, no. Levis is a fucking nightmare. The guy's terrible.
Levis, I was so high on Levis literally 2 years ago, and this guy has done nothing
but spit in my face
and Duke's mayonnaise.
He might be worse than
Duke's
Mac.
Mayonnaise look terrible.
He might be worse than Mac.
Possibly is. Look, I'm taking Green Bay just because. Go ahead. No, I'm taking Green Bay strictly because I think Jair Alexander is going to eat him alive. That's it.
Yeah. He really might be better. He really might be worse than Mac. Like Mac isn't great, but at least he didn't like constantly turn the ball over. He did, but not as much as this guy. This guy's a nut. You see the underhand lob that was a pick, and then the next week he rolls one to the running back.
It's terrible.
What are we doing out here?
So wait, Toot, what's your settled dialed in pick? Because you got to make a pick today.
Who? Packers?
You.
He already picked Packers.
Okay. Because he talked about the Jordan Love thing. That was
right. I talked about the Jordan Love thing he was going to dictate, but then I thought about it like these dudes last week could play that game against the Colts and win that one. Then the game will be different. Obviously, as grown men, I think they should win. Even if they sneak past Tennessee, they should win that game.
I understand we're doing picks, but can I ask a question though to you three? Do you think the Packers defense is elite?
I think they have deteriorated in the last few years. They still have key pieces on that defense, but as years go and you have the same defense, kind of deteriorates. But their offense has substituted for their defense they can play like that because we know there's shades and there's times where that defense is gonna come about. But the situation they're going right now, they can't afford for him to be out any longer than he is.
Right? Didn't they add Cooper?
And Coach, you said yes too, right?
Cooper DeJong, yeah.
No, he went to the Eagles.
Oh, he's in the Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, DeJong.
That's right. Everybody
Monday.
wanted him to go to Green Bay. They didn't pick him. Oh well. Look, I'm going Tennessee here. Cool. I'm going Tennessee here.
Oh shit.
Why are you going Tennessee?
Because I don't trust.
Will Levis back.
I think if Will Levis plays bad enough, we might see the backup, and that'll be good for them. No, I think what's going to happen is I can't trust Love to play, and if he does play, I think that actually makes them worse because I don't think he's going to be healthy on that leg. So I think Tennessee can squeak one out here. And they need to find places to get wins, and this is one where their quarterback might not play or might not be 100%. This has got to be one to go after.
So we got 3 Packers and 1 Titans here. It's not a bad pick, man, because you don't know what can happen in the NFL, man. We seen week 2 last week. That should not give us. Yes, should give us an idea of what can happen. So,
this is strategical. This is kind of a gimme game, and if all of you are picking the other side, then I can get a gain on it.
I think I'm gonna change mine.
Same thing I do with the Pats.
I'm sitting here just on the face value of being a man. The way that Levis coach chewed his ass out Sunday, he's got the rebound.
You got to grab your nuts and come out this week. I mean,
you got to, man.
You got to, bro.
If not, you might just pack the shit up and take it on in.
He's spreading mayonnaise on everything this week. Is all I'm saying.
Dirty Randy.
Episode of South Park, man.
They're gonna call that stadium the Creamery.
Jake taking another step.
Yo, food porn, taking a hit.
My bad, Coach. I didn't mean to stick you out with that one.
It's all gravy.
You took a
Did you just had to add the gravy to it though. That just made it worse. You had to do it.
Mayonnaise and gravy. What food has mayonnaise and gravy? I don't know if there's a mayonnaise and gravy combination. That might be two foods that you never see together. Mayonnaise and gravy. Fascinating.
Well, Levis will put it in his coffee. Anyway, next.
Maybe on a Thanksgiving sub, turkey gobbler. Mayonnaise and
Did you see that candy corn I sent you though? Blueberry cobbler candy corn.
Yeah, enough of you. Enough of you.
What's next on the agenda? Who's the next game?
Next game is Bears Colts. Wait, did you change, Coach?
Yeah, I did.
You savage.
This is a pick'em game too.
Where's this game being played at?
Indy. Yeah, this is another must-win for a team already.
Playing Indy what?
Indy Chicago.
Don't just ignore me. It was a dad joke.
I'm doing this because Lewis needs a win.
They should just tank. But I say that about the Colts every year.
Hold on.
Tank for what? They tanked so many times for what?
They
weren't taking. That's the problem.
Nah, they weren't taking. That's why they kept putting those pieced together quarterbacks in there year after year.
They kept this. It turned into the graveyard for quarterbacks. Yeah. Everybody rolled through there and died after.
It was the quarterback retirement home. Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, bless you.
Wentz.
Yep.
Wentz
was there. Minshew was there for a hot cup of coffee.
Brissett was there. You almost said a copy.
Something tells me here I want to take the away team. Something tells me here that I want to take.
You'll take that bass.
I want to take
what you want to do? You trying to pick Khalid? End of the show.
And I just think it comes down to defenses here. I think it comes down to defenses.
Bears have a very good defense.
Chicago, though they've lost their first two games. I mean, they won one, lost one. They lost to Houston, and Houston put up less than 20 points. That's
13, 16 points?
19 points. I think the Texans put up, or 16.
Also, the young rookie has really struggled in the first 2 weeks, and this is the perfect team to get him off the snide. This defense is awful. Their corners are bad. The one place they were supposed to be good is be able to stop the run, and they can't do that at all. This team is garbage.
I'm gonna go off the strength. I'm gonna take the Bears in this one.
I got the Bears as well.
They don't need Anthony Richardson to win yet, do they?
Yeah, they do.
The Colts do, but the NFL.
Who you got, Jake?
I took the Colts.
You got the Colts.
Same Colts.
So Colts, Bears over here, man. Who's on tap next, man? 1 o'clock slate.
Texans versus Vikings.
Texans versus Vikings.
Texans.
I got Houston.
I do love that Darnold is having a resurgence, throwing to the best receiver in the league. Addison's out for a while, though, guys.
No, he's supposed to be back.
He's back, not out. It's the reverse. He's back, not out. That's what it was.
That's why I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold. What we seen last week, we seen last year against the 49ers, where Minnesota was able to just control clock, control the game, and they were able to beat the 49ers for a second straight year. This week, the Houston Texans are coming in here. They have to start the season off if they want to be taken serious by anybody. It's not lose games like this. They will not lose. I'm taking the Texans.
See, that's the problem, though, is that I have not been impressed with Stroud so far this year.
And they've won games. So now Sunday he's gonna show you why you should reverse your thought.
He looks shaky for a drive in that first game, and he's been money since. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you see in that you don't like, but
I just don't. They should have blown out the Bears. That's my thing. They didn't.
Nah, the Bears have a good defense.
Yeah, Bears defense is all right. They spent a lot of money on that defense this year. A lot.
But their defense,
shut their offense
Houston's defense shouldn't have had that problem.
What problem? He had 92
the game
yards.
Was close all game.
He had 92 yards passing, bro. They shut him the fuck down. Caleb.
The game still shut him down.
It's a good defense. Defenses keep games close. If you got a good defense and you run the ball to keep the game close, that's what they did. That's what we've been doing to teams. Our offense hasn't been good.
Sir, man. Texans, man, all over the board. I'm taking
Texans across the board.
Texans across.
No, I took the Vikings.
No, he took Vikings.
Okay.
So 1 Viking, 3 Texans, man. Who riding out next, man? Over here on this Sunday.
This is crazy. This is Eagles versus
Saints.
Game.
Eagles versus Saints in New Orleans, correct?
I'm going New Orleans.
I'm going New Orleans as well.
I gotta fucking take these.
They're riding high. They're gonna burn out eventually, but I don't think this is the game they burn out.
This is crazy, man.
If you're still here, Dale, sorry, it's just the Saints thing.
He's got to Toots in a bad way. He's either got to support Dale's team or the fucking Eagles.
Support his arch rival. Yeah.
Hey, Took, I'm with you. I'm actually writing down my picks this week too.
They lost on Monday night. The Eagles, correct? Nah, fuck that. This parade got to fucking stop. This parade got to stop. I'm sorry as hell. Sorry to say. Nah, I can't stop, man. I'm gonna take the Saints too, man. I can't. I don't want to. It sucks. I don't even want to pick none of these teams. I would fucking take this loss instead of picking both of these crappy ass teams. But I'll take the hardest team right now. The hardest team is the Saints.
Oh, hey, wait! I got a question. Hey, if we pick that it's gonna end in a tie, do we get 3 points?
I should say tie. I should say tie. No, I have to say.
Okay, let me be clear. No, let me be clear. If you predict a tie, you win the week. All 14 games, just you fucking win. There's no way.
That, Will.
There's no way.
It'll never happen because I don't think any of us are ever going to pick a tie. But I'm just saying, if we ever do, I'm with that 100%.
Because on the back end of it, if you don't pick a tie, you should get 2 losses. I mean, if you pick a tie,
that's fair. No, that's fair. It should be.
If you pick a tie and you're wrong, 2 losses. Fuck out of here.
High risk, high reward. I'm with that.
I don't even want to take.
No one's gonna do it.
Dumbass motherfuckers.
Who you taking?
Taking the Saints. Taking the Saints.
Eagles.
Everybody got the Saints.
I'm just taking the Saints off the quarterback. I just think Jalen Hurts, if Dak Prescott cannot produce against these guys, Jalen Hurts is definitely not gonna.
Oh, we got to
figure it out.
We got.
I haven't been on camera that.
Stupid fucking meme.
Who's next on deck on this Sunday edition?
So everybody got New Orleans, right?
I forgot that. No, I have Eagles.
No.
Eagle, okay.
I'm the only Eagle.
Gotcha.
It's not an Eagle. Chargers for Steelers.
Chargers Steelers, man.
Chargers been looking clean, y'all. I'm just saying. It hasn't been great, but they look clean, y'all.
No, I was about to say that I think the Justin Fields hype train, not hype train, but just that play well stuff that he's got going on, I think that might end this week. I'm giving it to the Chargers because J.K. Dobbins is going the fuck off. He's leading the NFL in rushing right now. He's killing it.
Also, I really need to point out to people that the Justin Fields playing well thing is just in comparison to previous Justin Fields. Everyone said he played great. He had 117 yards in this game. He did nothing. He got a couple first downs when it mattered. Cool.
He's hurting my George Pickens debate.
No, I mean, I feel like he's gonna get the ball to Pickens as much as he can. It's the only guy.
He didn't do that well this week with it.
Yeah, I mean, he made
that's 1 week.
Though. Yeah,
1 week though.
They also aren't scoring a lot, so he's gonna get a lot of.
You guys completely turned me around on the Debo George Pickens thing. I'm on George Pickens' side now. Now I'm fighting with a bunch of idiots about it.
Yeah, you can't argue with fools. People from a distance can't tell the difference.
Because I like it. It was either you or Coach that said it. He's a running back playing wide receiver.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Chargers do have the better offense, They do have the better offense, but I'm gonna be real with you. Just based on the system, they both kind of running the same shit right now. They both kind of running the same shit right now. So Steelers definitely got the more consistent defense. It comes down to QB play. Justin's a little banged up. You're playing my cousin. I think Justin Fields continues to give reason why this spot's his. I take Pittsburgh.
Slight question though. Do you guys think that Najee's doing any better with this quarterback change?
No. Najee hasn't even been spoken.
The quarterback isn't Najee's problem. It's the line and the fact that he is not agile. He just runs straight.
Because right now, Najee does not have a touchdown. He's rushed 37 times for only 139 yards. So I still don't think his stock's raising any much from this.
The problem with Najee is he's not the best back on the team.
I still think he gets traded by the trade deadline.
I hope so.
To who? Someone that needs it?
Or obviously wants him on the Cowboys. It'd be perfect for them.
That means Zeke getting cut. Or Dalvin. Well, most likely Dalvin.
Cut that fucking midget.
Oh, I'm about to say little man's gonna go to the practice squad when Cook comes back.
Sir, man. So we going. So we got a couple for Chargers. We got a couple for Steelers over here.
Hey, why ain't everybody flip out when Vaughn got drafted way higher than he should to a great franchise because of his daddy?
Because you knew that fucking most likely you fucking get chump yards anyway.
Just saying.
Will, who'd you pick, Will?
Chargers.
Jake and Will pick Chargers. I got Steelers.
Next game is Broncos Buccaneers. I got the Bucks.
Go Bucks. Go Bake.
Got Chargers
Baker's
also.
cooking.
Hey, someone help me out.
Bacon.
Hey, I'm going to sound like a real fool on live here, but someone spell Buccaneers for me.
Buccaneers.
Thank you, everybody. That helped.
No doubt.
I got Tampa. Where you got Tampa?
Tampa's playing this weak ass offense right now. Yeah, we're gonna take Tampa.
Jake?
Wow. See, I even feel dumb now because I could have just wrote Tampa Bay. Anyway, Buccaneers.
Or just Bucks.
Yeah.
Look, I just had to show my stupidity on live just so everyone knows I'm not as smart as I think I am.
You just use the spell check. It's good.
We be knowing.
That's the youngin' in me. Good old 28 years old.
Dolphins, Seahawks. Oh, wait, no. Panthers, Raiders.
Give me Raiders.
Raiders.
I will say that around wait a minute. No, who's starting?
Andy's starting.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Red Rifle. Hey, I think Max Crosby might get a sack record this year. He might beat Jared Allen's record.
That'd be fun.
Listen, Carolina versus the Raiders here. Yo, listen here. They have to give a reason to why Andy Dalton's really starting. Andy Dalton needs to keep this job. Listen here. I might fall Carolina in 2040. I'm going to take the Raiders.
They said that they asked if Bryce Young was up on the trade wire, if they would be thinking about trading him. They said absolutely not. I think this benching is not because he's not playing well. I think it's to preserve him, to try to get some line help and some difference.
I do think it's part of it
because they're not ready.
I do think
they're not ready to
very small part of it.
On him.
They
don't want to get him hurt.
Yo, I can't afford to have his trade stock tank.
Right. I heard like a crazy trade idea today. It was just a rumor or just somebody like coming up with an idea of a trade.
Okay.
It was on the Pat McAfee show as well. The trade there was picks involved. I won't get into the picks. Just assume that the picks were good compensation for whoever needed it. But the trade is a 3-team trade.
Okay. Very rare in the NFL.
It sends what was it? It sends the young man we just talked about because he's so bad. I forgot him already.
Levis.
No. How did I do?
Say the team.
Bryce Young. So Bryce Young goes Bryce Young goes to the Rams.
Okay.
Stafford goes to Miami.
Okay.
And then Miami sends picks and shit
to Carolina.
To Carolina so they can restart their bullshit.
It's not bad.
The reason for this would be obviously Miami still thinks they have a team that can contend. They just need a quarterback who can help them contend.
Yep.
Obviously, the Rams now see that this is a very expensive quarterback for a situation that is going nowhere this year because everybody died on that team.
Injury. Yeah.
They're all hurt.
I like
both
that
receivers, idea. Yeah, both receivers and like a bunch of ones like defensive play. Their best safety that they just signed, I believe, Johnson, he's hurt. Like everybody's hurt on that team right now. So they're basically like, yeah, we could. This whole Stafford deal wasn't supposed to go for too long anyway. The whole point of it was for him to be in a winning situation. Well, he's not now again. Send him to Miami, winning situation. Perfect for him. Then the Rams get a young quarterback with McVay. If McVay can't fix him, nobody
can. Yep.
And when he finally figures it out, he'll have two great receivers to throw to. I think I like the idea. I would love to see that happen.
Absolutely.
What's next on the Sunday tap out?
The next game is. Did everybody pick the Panthers Raiders game? Yeah, we all picked Raiders. All right, the next game is Miami versus Seattle.
I got Seattle.
Yeah, Miami's hurt, man. Man's gone.
Yeah, I want to take see. This is interesting because the Seahawks are the number one team in the NFC West. We talk about when the downfall is really going to happen. Right now, they can afford to win these games because we know Geno Smith early is going to be one of the best QBs not spoke about in the league. But sooner or later, they'll get back to their normal selves. I'm going to take the Seahawks simply because Skylar Thompson, I want to give him the benefit of the I can't do it this week. I definitely can. Hopefully he balls and gives reason, but I'm going to go with that good offense that looks good in Seattle.
They had Cam in the building and they signed Snoop. They obviously do not believe in him that much either. So it's a good call.
Seahawks.
Jake,
rookie head coach going 3-0. Sounds neat.
Geno Smith is his quarterback.
I'll take it, and it's only because I heard a great joke earlier that said that Skylar Thompson doesn't sound like a football player. He sounds like someone that should be on the real world.
Yeah,
a WNBA.
Skylar Thompson sounds like an influencer.
Oh, that's right, Coach. It was the WNBA joke. I remember that now. It was.
All right. The next game is Ravens-Cowboys.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Whoever loses this game, season's over. And I'm being real as fuck.
You might not be wrong.
Season's over. Even if you make the playoffs, season's over. This is going to prove a lot of things. There's a lot for a lot of things. Derrick Henry signed with the Ravens, and people felt like Dallas should have signed Henry. We're going to find that out Sunday. But the good thing I like about this game for the Cowboys is when the Cowboys make mistakes, they usually don't make them twice. Last week, they had Kamara running their fucking mouth off. I'm talking about consecutive weeks, not
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, if he goes crazy this week, then we don't deserve to be in no playoffs, no postseason, no nothing. But I'm gonna still take my boys to win because it's I believe it's in Baltimore, right?
Nope, Dallas.
Dallas. It's the Cowboys.
Yes.
It's in Dallas, so advantage Ravens.
Yeah.
They're not good at home.
I'm back against the wall already right now because we're playing another playoff team. And these guys lost 2 and they're 0-2. So they don't want to be 0-3. We don't want to lose 2 in a row. Yeah, I'm going to take Dallas to win, but this is a scary game for me right here because this can dictate everything that the season's kind of was projecting for us in the first place to not be a good team. And this is the Ravens to Lamar. And the crazy thing about Lamar is the stat. I think Lamar's only lost once or twice against the NFC in his career.
I'm taking the Ravens for 2 reasons. One, I think they can afford least to lose here of the 2 teams. They cannot lose this week because I agree with Tuke. If you go down 0-3 with the team that you came in here supposed to be better than last year's team, time to pack it the fuck up. So, with that said, I'm taking the Ravens for that reason, and the other reason is it's at the nightclub, baby. Whenever they play at the nightclub in the big game, I don't trust the boys. It's too much pressure to play in that nightclub. Ravens.
Is this a 1 o'clock game?
Nope, 4:29.
Yep. 4. 3:29. Yeah. My man is stressed.
We're both stressed because I'm letting Coach pick first because I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to sound really hoish, but I'm going to take exactly what Coach says.
Y'all ready?
Because I don't think he believes in his boys.
Don't do that, man, like that.
All right, man.
I forgot the other shit. Hold on, Coach, before you make your pick. I'm still going to pick my Cowboys, but be careful and be mindful of picking the Cowboys with this one thing right here. CeeDee Lamb did not practice today with an ankle injury. Just letting it go.
That means he's playing, though.
I mean, no. Ultimately, yeah, but how healthy is it?
All right. So, Jerry Jones. This is the week, sir. This is the week. I'm going to take Dallas for these reasons. One, you can't afford to go 1-2. Now, granted, I had them picked to be at this point. To start off the season. But that game last week was so motherfucking bad. You can't afford to go 1-2. Also, I heard Mozzie Smith left practice today with an undisclosed injury. But the rumor is Mike Zimmer been running the hell out their asses. They got to come bring the injury this week. They got to let it go. You at home. You lost 2 games at home in the regular season in the last 2 years. Got to make it happen. If not, pack all this shit up.
You might see me pull the Skip Bayless if they lose this Sunday. You might see me pull the Skip Bayless.
Pack this shit up, and I'm already in draft analysis.
Smithers, get the card.
Yeah, man, but this game is the most important game of the Sunday slate right here.
If that means Coach is going with the Cowboys, Jake takes the Cowboys because I like the way Coach analyzes his team. The only reason the Cowboys lost last week is because he jinxed it by putting 2-0 Cowboys up on the screen.
I did, man. That shit show into my head. That's why you will never see it again.
That's why the Cowboys lost last week. You over here gloating before the game started. You caused the Cowboys to lose.
That ain't my style. That is not my style.
I'm cool with it.
You let Dale bait you into doing that.
I did.
He gets everyone. He's sneaky.
Yeah. And the thing is, Coach, I'm kind of glad you did that because you can ask this dude right over here. I showed him my fantasy teams today. Kamara had 44 points on both my teams.
Yeah. Yo, Jay got 2 of the Jay basically got 2 of the same exact team. And if one guy gets hurt, he's fucked in both leagues.
The only difference is the running backs, really. But one team has no running backs, the other team has no receivers. It's fucked up.
You're doing great.
I'm trying. Hey, I got CD, but CD's showing injured right now, and it's kind of scary.
That's Wednesday. Most of the veterans are off on Wednesday.
I'm gonna be real with you.
They got any dinks or dings.
Back to this one, the way the Ravens defense played that end of that game and throughout that game against the Raiders and let them stay in the game. I'm pretty much sure that Dallas can go down there and run down on that defense. I'm pretty sure they can go down and throw some balls at those teams.
Tuke, I got to throw some disappointment out there, though. I'm not impressed with Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith's play this year. They're not the players they were last year.
No, they're not the players they were last year, and that's not their fault.
They're on the field too much.
They're on the field too much, exactly. They're the counterparts on that team, and they know, like you said, you're trying to improve this offense in Ravenland. Like, you're trying to improve the offense every which way you can. So that takes a little
bit of the neglect in the defense.
Right. And then the defense year by year is good. They're always good. And then the year that you got your offense good for the reason that you think your defense may smother or defer. And they just get older. They get older, that's all.
And I get that, but I've been saying for the last 4, 5, 6 years that the Ravens defensive backs that they tout about have not been that great. But the thing that has always been consistent with them is their linebacker play. And Roquan Smith's supposed to be that guy. I just can't see it.
That front seven is crazy, man. I mean, he's already probably played the money's worth. So you remember this man got traded. So at that time, he was in the brink of his career. Like, this is him. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's gotten that. He's getting paid now. It may just be regular. And we always talk about this in cases with people that play on whack-ass teams. Because when they're playing on whack-ass teams, that value is maximum. So that effort in the stat line is maximum there. But they're playing for the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
They're missing having a Calais Campbell / Jadeveon Clowney type player on that defensive line. Because they take a lot of attention of that offensive line to where the linebackers can really do their thing. Jadeveon's not there anymore. Calais Campbell's been gone.
They've still invested in the defense, but like you said, some of those veterans are gone and these guys are younger. I think that all the talent is still there on that defense. I think they just kind of come around. And I also think
play too much.
You're right. I also think if you have a young defense and then they're always on the field, like that's not healthy for them. They need to get off the field sometime and have that offense. That offense needs to do more. Like they went out and got a great 100%. Running back. They went out and got a great running back. You're supposed to dominate the clock. You have one of the best running backs ever, and you have the best running quarterback ever. You're supposed to dominate the clock, and they're not.
And it's not like the receivers are shit anymore because Bateman's not bad. Zay Flowers is doing his thing. You got two great tight ends.
Zay's really good. Let's be very clear. Like on paper, what you said was true. But if we're going to be actual about it, Zay's really good. Bateman is trash. Let's not play around. Bateman's not a good receiver. He's not. He's not even.
I said he's all right. I said he's all right.
No, but I say he's trash. Like all right is, I guess, but like he's playing number
Madden.
Yeah, we know you went crazy on me with him, but that's all.
I'm sorry. I had to do that. I'm sorry. That's
a
joke.
You're good.
It's an inside joke, people.
You good. But yeah, Bateman's not good. They have two good tight ends, but it seems like I don't know if Adams is back to form. He's not looking like himself at all. He's still good. Andrews not looking like himself. Thank you. You caught me. Andrews is not looking great. I know he is great, but he's not looking like himself. And Likely's playing well. But honestly, Likely's a problem because Lamar really likes Likely.
Likes him.
And he will literally risk the possession trying to feed him the rock. So now I'm starting to wonder why is it that we don't always see Likely on the field, despite the fact that they can go two tight end sets. And now I'm starting to learn why. Because apparently when he's on the field, Lamar gets tunnel vision. He only sees him. So
only thing I'll give that Ravens defense is Kyle Hamilton still looking like an elite player. But other than that, everyone else disappeared.
Kyle Hamilton's everything tailor-made was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, this game's gonna be interesting. It's on Sunday. 4:25 Eastern Standard Time, man. The losers definitely gonna be having all types of fires in their city, so we'll check it in, man. Who's next on the slate?
Next game is 49ers Rams.
49ers.
Y'all got. Yeah,
they're both injured like shit.
Yeah, but one is way worse.
I got San Fran.
Yeah, 49ers, they had the hiccup. They always got that hiccup early, one week out of the first 4 weeks. They got the hiccup last week against Minnesota. I think they come back for vengeance to show that they are the top team in the NFC West.
And Coach, me and you got to keep an eye on this game because two of our guys are going to be playing a lot of football this week. Your boy Winnington.
Yep.
And my man DeMarcus Robinson will basically be the two starting receivers for the Rams.
Yep, they will.
With Tutu playing the slot.
And Tutu in the slot, right. And because they have good running backs, but they don't have power running backs, I do not see them suddenly running a bunch more. They're probably going to just keep flinging the thing. So Winnington and Robinson. Look for those. Hey, pick those guys up in fantasy too. They're gonna have a week.
Before I go ahead and make this pick, though, I just wanted to say, and something I'm happy about, and it sucks being a Buckeyes fan talking shit about a Buckeye. Nick Bosa, you disappeared, you bum. But I'm still taking the 49ers.
Yeah, I told you about them Bosa boys, man. They're okay, but they're a little overrated.
Nick Bosa's a bum. Joey's badass, though.
Joey's bad, but he's also kind of overrated. Oh, me? I got Niners.
Hey, dumbass question, though. Joey's a linebacker, ain't he?
No. Nah, if any, I don't know if they switch to a 3-4. If they're a 3-4, then yes, he's an outside linebacker probably. If 4-3, then nah, he's a DE.
He's a
okay,
DE.
yeah. Thank you. I just wanted that cleared up because I didn't know.
The only time you see those pass rushing ends end up as linebackers is in the 3-4 when they want them off the edge. Otherwise, them boys on the line in the 4-3. All right, everybody got Niners. Next game, Lions, Cardinals.
Is this Sunday night?
No, 4 o'clock. 4:25.
Who's playing this game?
Lions at Cardinals.
Lions. No way. No way. Hey, we talk about teams going 0-3 potentially, like the Ravens. They can't afford to go 1. They could because they're a team that can spark up, but they don't want to start their season 1-2 like this. Not when the Detroit Tigers are about to be in the playoffs. You don't want to start 1-2. I'm gonna go
Lions lost this week, right? Last week.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, and I remember they lost because of Dan Campbell again, and he's starting to feel the pressure of that. Like I think he actually might do the thing that you guys were all yelling at me about. Well, really, it was just you and
no,
Josh.
No, it was just me.
No,
okay.
Josh. You and Josh had this whole thing about making the right call in the right time, and my whole stance is you got to do what got you there. Well, apparently, I feel like Dan might stop being Dan a little bit because I think he's having to fall on a sword for every loss because they're all his fault. So I think he's gonna change that around. I got the Lions in this one, man.
Yeah, it's a home game.
This is a night game. Oh no, 4:25.
A home
4:25 in Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm taking Arizona because Kyler's feeling himself. James Conner's going off. The receivers are doing the thing. Trey McBride. The tight end's fucking going off, and that defense is underrated.
Let me be real with you. Yeah, I remember though the difference between say this Rams team from last week that got a whole new defense and packages and all that. They was able to get that win because of exactly what I said, the broken packages and the new defensive players.
Then you see them, they know them.
Right, and then you had your time in your life with Buffalo because, like you said, Buffalo got a new defense. They missing a bunch of people from last year. With this team right here, the Lions, they got a lot of counterparts that came back last year. They not fucking around. They not like the Cardinals was the last 2 years. The first 15 plays after that, that's how the Cardinals team's gonna look this Sunday. You gonna know Lions gonna win this game.
I just think I don't know if the Cardinals can stop the Lions for an entire game. There's just too much offense they got. Cardinals defense is good, but
this was my wild pick. Coach did a wild pick in the first week. I got to do a wild pick in the third. I'm in the lead by like 4 points. I got to do it.
It's a good little take here. I like that. It is the fastest way out of first place, though. But
hold on. It's 2 points. Wait, it's 2. How many points?
Did you have 18, Tuke?
Yeah, I got 18. So
okay, I had 20, so I'm 2 points.
It's 2 points. Oh yeah, we go.
He's a motherfucker. Get that shit right.
For a bad week, leading by 2 points ain't terrible.
Yeah, it was a nightmare of a week. So y'all, everybody got Lions? Oh no, three Lions and a bird. All right, cool. Next game is Chiefs Falcons. Chiefs. And this is the Sunday night game.
Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah, Chiefs.
You want to pick Kirk 2 times on prime time in the same week, man, and expect him to win both games? This is crazy.
Yeah, unfair. I agree. Unfair.
But guess what?
Oh, God.
We're about to see an upset in the dirty bird, baby. Falcons, baby, over the goddamn Chiefs. You know why? Because when you're playing in the dome, you can be just as good as – I'm not saying he's better than Patrick Mahomes, but you can be the same guy that Patrick Mahomes is in the dome. There's no weather affecting this shit right
No,
here.
you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. No,
Yes,
you
you
can't. Because
We're gonna
you got to
find
be.
out Sunday. We're gonna.
You
find
got
out
to be able to. You got to be able to run to still be.
We're gonna find out
You can't
Sunday.
run. You can't
We're
move.
gonna find out Sunday that Chiefs defense is really, really good. Because last week, to the Cincinnati Bengals credit, they had them defenses moving up and down the field. So shout out to the Bengals on that, but they have a great offense too. This is really gonna dictate it because you got a lot of young guys in Atlanta who are looking for respect. During the first 2 weeks, honestly, their receiving play, Drake London, shout out to him when they're doing this
Awful.
Awful. So yeah, they're gonna have to come up with a spot at the crib. The first week they didn't do nothing. They're gonna have to try. Chiefs, man. Fuck, I can't do that.
They got two actual like physical specimens as targets, and they cannot find them. I don't know what's going on.
You got the Chiefs too.
All that talking, you better pick the Falcons.
Go to Falcons, man. We gonna go Falcons, man. That's that. Falcons, baby. We gonna look back, man. I'm gonna pull a Jake, man. I need my upset of the week, man. Wouldn't feel right.
Is Kyle Pitts getting a touchdown too?
I think Kyle Pitts gets a touchdown against his weak ass Chiefs defense. Chiefs defense is weak. They ain't fucking ill. They get stronger as the season goes, but right now, you better get them right now.
Do Will's Gators right.
I like Kyle Pitts. Will knows that. I love Kyle since he was in high school.
I want Kyle to catch a fucking touchdown. Like, catch a ball, do something. Sorry.
I thought Kyle Pitts was going to come to BC.
That would have been great. We would have got to watch him. I would have liked him probably even more just because he was close by, and then he still would have sucked.
Look at here. Saturday, I'll hopefully be at Alumni Stadium, Michigan State, BC, hopefully.
Ooh. All right. So that game's all picked up. Next game is Monday night game. 2 Monday night games, and this is the Jaguars. Bills.
Who'd you pick?
Me?
Yeah.
Chiefs. Come on. You know I'm riding with Mahomes and Worthy.
And Jay got Chiefs?
Yes, sir.
That's what I took. Okay.
I like the way we did our picks this week. Normally, it's a lot of like chalk or copying each other just because it's the right pick. But we all took random games where we went against everyone else.
There's a lot of analyzing going on this week, too. A lot of analyzing.
Yeah, because I'm fucking tired of losing. Bullshit.
Jaguars and Buffalo Bills on Monday. First game, 7:30.
Give me Buffalo.
Game slate.
Yes.
Buffalo.
You bringing them warm-blooded boys up to the cold, man. That ain't going to be good. We lost Jake. No, Jake, I'm not letting you back in. You're banned.
Damn, man, this is crazy, man. I guess I'm gonna have to take the
know what
Bills in this
happened.
situation. I would love for Trevor Lawrence and the crew to get something in the win column, but they keep blaming Urban, so I'm gonna blame these motherfuckers. Let's go, Bills.
Yo, that's one of the funniest hills that you're willing to die on. I don't understand why you ride it for Urban so hard.
Because I kind of seen this happening before it happened, and then they fired Urban and thought shit was gonna get better. I made a playoff appearance and they had a come behind win against the Chargers. But other than that, that shit wasn't sunny still. That shit was luck. That playoff appearance and that win against the Chargers was fucking luck. And they ain't never gonna get back there again.
My guy Urban got fired because a kicker said, "Oh, you kicked my leg." Shut up, fucking Lambo, you pussy.
Right, Jake even agrees with me. Me and Jake agree on something.
That's bad.
There's nothing to support this man Urban with in life. He is a terrible human.
Hey, motherfucker, we got a natty because of him.
When he gets the job at Notre Dame next year.
I got 2 natties because of him, and he's still a piece of shit. It's got to be the funniest hill, though.
I'm taking Buff.
The Urban Meyer Hill. You know how small the group of people that are dying on the Urban Meyer Hill is? It's a short list, and Took is on it. It's great.
Fucking love that guy. I love Urban Meyer.
Don't say that publicly.
I love him. I love Urban.
He let people get sexually harassed and said nothing.
Yeah, you want to say that these days.
Hold on. He did what? He did what?
Yeah, he let a whole group of people, like different women, get sexually harassed in the organization, and he knew and said nothing.
Sexual harass, domestic violence.
All Urban was doing was keeping his mouth shut. Dog, he from the streets. He ain't
I
no
knew
rat.
you were gonna say that shit. I knew you were gonna look.
He ain't no rat.
Hey, look. There's some things you keep your mouth shut about, and there's some things you can't. Okay, you can't do it with rape.
My man Urban said,
sexual harassment.
my man Urban said, hold on. If that was the case, my man Urban would have told y'all how much of a piece of shit Aaron Hernandez was a long time ago.
But here's the thing. No, that's all part of it. These are the type of people he has no problem surrounding himself with. Like I'm trying to explain to y'all. Like that's the other thing too. He didn't just look away. He helped cover the shit up.
Yeah, look, Took, there's a good possibility. There's a good possibility.
What did Belichick? What did he cover up?
Bill Belichick said he was a piece of shit. He was trying to tame him and fix him and all that. Bill Belichick knew he couldn't fix that motherfucker. He hit that shit in for so long until Aaron Hernandez fucking no longer cared about anything and fucking went crazy.
Look, I'm glad you guys started talking because I was about to say a joke that was probably going to get me canceled. I'm not even going to do it.
Good. Shut your ass up there.
I'll say it backstage.
I'm sure you will, you menace. All right. Everybody pick the Bills?
Jake, who'd you pick?
I picked
Buffalo. Okay.
I picked Buff Bagwell.
Okay.
All right. And then
Cincy.
Yeah, Washington, Cincinnati. Lord.
Hold on. Y'all sure y'all want to take Cincy over the Commanders?
Absolutely. It's a home game.
Hold on. Y'all sure y'all do?
Picking the Commanders. I'm with you.
You know what?
The slow starts over?
No. I'm going to Washington. I said, and I stand behind this, depending on how Dallas plays, and I don't trust Philly, don't be surprised if Washington wins the NFC East this year.
They're currently leading it.
It's not crazy because it can happen, but it's just crazy to think about that. that could be a possibility in 2024.
I'll be real with you,
bro. Hey, no. Will. The Commanders won the NFC East back in 2019. It ain't that far-fetched.
Yes, it is. That's not even the same team there anymore. It's an entire different roster pretty much, other than like Terry McLaurin and
Scary Terry. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Bengals.
I'm gonna go Bengals.
God damn it, Took. I wanted to be the only one to take the Bengals. Why'd you do that?
Nah. I'm gonna take the Bengals for this reason, and you might like this, Jake.
I'm a Bengals fan. Don't do that.
I think Joe Burrow. Yes, you are. I think Joe Burrow. People say his game last week compared to week 1 was way better. Absolutely,
it was.
It looked like that because he had 2 touchdowns. But you got to think about it. New England's defense is better. New England's defense is better than KC's defense. And actually, Joe Burrow only had 7 extra passes against the Chiefs. So as much as people thought that, oh shit, it was just because there was numbers on the board. That's the only reason why they thought he better.
Also, the Bengals are dead last in balls traveling through the air in attempt and completion. They're not moving the ball down the field at all.
Joe Burrow will move the ball down the field this week. This is a Giants team last week that scored 3 touchdowns against its Commanders defense. Joe Burrow will have his best game of the season thus far and will look way better on Monday night against the Commanders defense. I'm going to take the Bengals on the game.
You kind of sold me.
Don't do it. Leave me alone.
I hope Chase Brown. Shout out to Chase Brown.
Jay, you got Cincinnati, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Of course, took the home.
Chili Wheel?
Stay with the Commanders.
Yeah, let's take Commanders. Fuck it. Let's get way deeper in the hole, fellas.
That's
locked in.
All right. So the referees are not going to win none of these games this weekend. Are we correct?
We'll see.
Yep, Mahomes ain't going to be making out with the ref this week.
You seen the picture with the
Falcons are going to beat them dudes on Sunday now.
There was a picture with like Mahomes and them on the field, and then the refs.
Y'all gotta help me though.
Ref was around his arm.
Y'all gotta help me mentally vote for the Falcons to win this game, not physically bet for the Falcons to win this game. If you know what I mean.
Vote for Jake's picks for best.
Meaning that in my mind, I want the Falcons to win. But don't let me go on a sportsbook and put no wager on the Falcons to win.
Can I help you? I can't stop you from here. Give me your login. I'll stop you guys.
Remind me during the day to not put money on the Falcons. That's what you do.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, I'm not trying to add rules, but I'm just saying if someone gets a perfect week, they deserve 1 extra point.
Nah, it's perfect week. It's perfect week. It's a win enough. I like it, but it's a win enough.
Hold on, did I have a perfect week last year? Hold on, did I have a perfect week last year? Nah, I had one. I think it was like one.
You had one wrong. I think you had one.
It was like one wrong. Yeah, it was like 13 and like 14 in 1 week. It was like.
And I had 1 week with only 2 wrong.
Right. It'd be so apropos if it was a Cowboys loss too.
I'd love it.
That should be crazy, man. That's like 5 losses then. The Cowboys lost.
we have 2 Monday night games.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know where my headphone case is. This ain't good.
Officially 2 blowouts. Officially 2 blowouts, probably. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna give you right now.
That's just hilarious.
The WNBA playoffs will overview both Monday night NFL games.
Wait, what'd you say?
The WNBA playoff schedule that's gonna be the WNBA playoffs start on Monday, I believe. No, the 22nd. So it starts on Sunday. But there's gonna be series throughout the week. I say the WNBA slate on Monday night, especially if Caitlin Clark's on air, will have more views than both NFL games on Monday night.
That's a beautiful, wishful thinking thought, but no. It's the NFL. Sorry, bud.
Well, no. Hold on.
They're right.
Caitlin,
hold on.
No, stop. If Caitlin Clark is playing at the same time as the Bengals and Commanders, there's a chance.
There's a chance, fine.
Ain't no one want to watch that game besides people in Washington and fucking
Nobody want to watch Tony Khan. Nobody want to watch the Jacksonville Jaguars either. That's all that. I mean, they want to watch Josh Allen.
Yeah, but it's only week 3. We all still really want to watch football in general.
Shit.
Also the whole regional thing, this team, so mostly people gonna be there watching. That is still a thing, but it kind of died down with fantasy football and all the gambling. We got to watch every game because we got to know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. That's what I was messaging Will, Tuke, and Coach about the entire time, was because while I was at the Patriots-Bengals game, I was checking fantasy the whole goddamn day. Checking scores, checking this, checking that, and Tuke said, "Don't do that when you're at the game. Enjoy the game, goddamn."
He said, "Put your fucking phone away." I was laughing. Tuke was like, the dad came out with Tuke, "Put your fucking phone away." He was like, "Yo, enjoy the game with your friends."
Enjoy the game with your fucking friends, bro. But nah, man. I'm happy that you got to enjoy it and got to do what you do, man. You know, it's very, very interesting. We can pick these games, man. Listen here, and I'm gonna let y'all know this right now, man. With all these games, just hope we don't get burnt like week 2. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Bet smart. Go with one. Everybody bet betters. Just go with one. I understand that the parlay, especially the first few weeks of any season of sports, is what you want to do. You want to cash out early, but it's not. But not in the first season. Week 2. We got 18, 19 more weeks of this shit. So even if you want to bet weekly on the NFL, pick one game.
One at a time.
One game.
Parlays are for after week 8 when we know what everybody is. Parlays are for after week 8.
Try to build your bankroll first for the next couple weeks, and then you can go slap them with a parlay and feel like you didn't lose when you lose. If you do lose, because you built for a reason.
Hey, Tuke, since you're the guy on it, what's the money line on that Cardinals game? Because I might take it up on that.
Money line on the Cardinals game. Hold on, I got you right now. I got you. According to,
because if they're dogs, I might do it.
Yeah, they're more than likely dogs, but we'll check right now. They're definitely dogs.
Dog like Dino.
They are. Oh, the game's only a 3. Game's only a hook. Field goal. I'm taking the lines with the field goal. Hell out of here. They ain't staying that close. I'll take the lines.
Okay, bye. Shout out to the God Allah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my niece Lena. It is your birthday today, 5 years old.
Happy birthday, Lena.
You know what I'm saying? It's my dog. You know what I'm saying? My road dog. And shout out to you guys, man. You know, another week. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got some hammer time this week in terms of the time of the show, topics, all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be in the office, making it worth every single minute. First off, you know, because we don't do this. You know, we don't do this because we have to. We do this for the love. You know what I'm saying? And we all love this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? We got here tonight with great thoughts, great insight, man. And you know, there's no games being played here, everybody. And everybody's on their shit right now. I like that. Let's keep going.
Shout out to Coach's thumbnail. Shit's getting better and better every week. Looking dope. I ain't shouting out your blue headphones. They look too Carolina-like. And shout out to everybody that was in the chat and, you know, Took and Will letting me get involved this week, having fun. And shout out to my camera for not breaking.
Shout out to the faceless wonder now with a face, Mr. Jake. Shout out to you fellas, of course. Great show you put together today, too, and way to run the show, Coach. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And Tap Out Friday.
Tap Out Friday.
Yes, Tap Out Friday, man. Listen here, before we leave tonight, one more story. It's not a story that we all got to go crazy for. Derek White getting slapped at the Colorado State Colorado game, man. Lord.
Look, he's had a really good year, so like you can take a loss. It's okay.
Here, have this one out.
Like, though, we always think about these people like sometimes it happens with all of us. It's just that it's that one person or probably more than that. That one person you're like, damn, why you do that to him? Like he don't do nothing. He go out.
He's the nicest guy ever. Like who would even hit him? It's like punching a teddy bear.
He already had the hairline slapped out of him, so he got rid of that hair.
Seriously, he's already suffering.
So yeah,
trust me, I feel it.
He's suffering a full Jake.
I got horns. Hey, look, I have horns. He doesn't.
I'm not gonna lie, because he cut it, but it was moving the same way. It was. But yeah, man, shout out to you fellas.
And like he said earlier, man, Brewers win the Central. And Brett Favre to testify to the Congress on welfare reform. Stay tuned for that.
Wait, who did what?
Brett Favre to testify at congressional hearing on welfare reform.
I know he didn't. So this is what they're gonna do. This is part of how he's getting away from the fact that he had his fucking arm elbow deep in that fund, stealing money to help build the volleyball gym for his school, for his kid's school. Remember when he got caught up with that shit? That's the money it was coming out of. Welfare.
Hold on. And welfare in one of the poorest states in the country already.
Right. Mm-hmm. So he's doing this to try to get out of the shit house with them for that.
My man's gonna be going to schools near you talking about this shit for life.
For real.
Coach, shout out the chat.
Shout out to Bobby, Paul, Chris, and Dale. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Shout out to you fellas.
Appreciate anybody that tuned in. Take a peek. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, player. But the show must go on anyway. So fuck you that didn't come through. Maybe you come through next time.
I'm a little annoyed. Yeah, we just did like a 3-hour show, and there's like 2 people here for 20 minutes.
3 hours? Holy fuck, that was 3 hours.
Love y'all.
Our longest parlay perspective.
Hold on.
Probably.
Yes, the longest one. Usually one of the shortest shows. It was the longest one tonight. I thought, I don't know why. I put that shit down, and I
didn't either. When I saw that list, I'm like, I know what today's about.
I thought it was gonna be an hour still.
The NBA story did take us an hour. It was an hour.
No. Yeah. It's all good though, man. We got some good stuff in, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that. You know, all day, man. Catch us during the weekend for some shows, some clips, some reels from all your gang over here at the Parlay, and STWF in general, man. Bunch of stuff on tomorrow. Best in the World podcast. You'll see during the weekend. You'll probably see us one more time before the weekend comes to a halt, man. So stay tuned. We need something for the night, right?
Yeah.
What we need?
Saints fucking suck, Dale.
All right, yeah. On 3, fuck the Saints. 3, 2, 1. Fuck the Saints. Boo that man.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.